What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along. Today, Arsenal against Leicester, first home game of the season. And delighted to be here, people, delighted to be here. And man said Arteta's getting the dossier out for turning up late. It is what it is, people. But listen, we're here today, first home game of the season. Arsenal against Leicester, a must-win game for Arsenal. I would say a reasonable start to the season in terms of fixtures. So this definitely is a game that we need to win. Let me slow it down, people. Let me go into Granit Xhaka mode, of course. I do not want to miss the comments. Big up to each and every one of you for tuning in today. It is seriously hot today in the UK. Absolute sweatbox settings on. I've got a fan on in the background. So I'm hoping that the microphone isn't picking it up and none of you are hearing it. And none of you have mentioned it, so I think we're all right. Big up DJ Ash said, big up Curtis. Good, strong lineup, but so have Leicester. We should be taking the 3 points being at home. Shame, no. Vieira. MD said, tell me, Big C, is it a duck or a rabbit? Hey, Mikhail, we all see the same thing, and it looks like a duck to me. Where is that dossier? Said Invincible Gunner. Big up the Twitch gang. Big up everyone watching on Twitch and everyone watching on YouTube. C-Unit business, as always. Make sure you lick down the like button. We're looking 2,000 likes today. It's our first home game of the season. It's summertime. Things are good, people. You know, you go to the nightclub. You got to do your fee to get in. The fee is just a like. That's all we're looking for, people. So make sure you lick down that like button. Can we get 2,000 likes today, people? OGD said, big up Curtis. Where's his comment flown off? Big up Curtis, 3-point collectors. I think we're 3-point collecting. Rub our hands together, says Tom. Yep, close your eyes, people. Imagine 3 points. 2 goals from Gabriel Jesus. We're winning today, man. Big up Christian. Thank you for your kind donation, bro. Said, big up Curtis and the C Unit. Thank you for cheering me up with your videos. Hey, I appreciate it, man. We do what we can. Big up the community. Big up you. Big up everyone for tuning in and appreciate your support on the channel. Lateness is greatness. You know that, man. You know what I mean? Mr. Gunner said 3-1 to Arsenal. And BG said, big up Big C. I caught up last night's video and it was funny. Love it, bro. Hey, what do we say? Entertainment and information. Information and entertainment. One of them. We're there one way or another anyway, people. So big up to each and every one of you for tuning in today. Just over half an hour till kickoff. Now, today's video is sponsored by the guys at One Football. Big up to them for supporting the channel once again this season. Until we kick off the game today, we've got a QR code here, top corner. If you click on that, you can download the One Football app. The link is in the description below. As always, keep you up to date with all your latest transfer news, your team news, your goal updates when you're on the move. You know how it goes. One Football, they've been supporting the channel for nearly 2 years now, so big up to them. And obviously we have to keep them happy. Hopefully lots of you click the link and download the app. And as I said, use the QR code. Where is it? Top right hand corner somewhere. The QR code will be there until kickoff. So click on that and download your One Football app completely free, people. Let's look at the teams. Let's look at the teams, people. Arsenal, quite simple. Somebody said to me yesterday in the comments, why did you not do a predicted lineup? And I said, for me, it's just the same team. So there was no need. You picked the same team. I think Tomiyasu is getting close to getting back in the team, but he's not fully match fit yet. So in terms of him, he doesn't come back in yet. So Arsenal have picked exactly the same lineup as the game against Crystal Palace. Ben White continues at right back. Ramsdale's in goal. Gabriel and Saliba at centre back, no doubt about that. Zinchenko continues at left back. Some people were saying, should Tierney come back in? Maybe even move Zinchenko into midfield for Xhaka. But Zinchenko continues. Xhaka and Partey in the middle. Odegaard in that number 10 role. He's the captain. And obviously Saka, Martinelli out wide. And Gabriel Jesus makes his home debut. I know it seems like he's been an Arsenal player for a long time. But, you know, this is officially his home debut in the Premier League, and hopefully we get a goal from him today. Big up Jaded Henry, said, big up Big C, my first watch along of the season. Big up, big up. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. I can tell you one thing, we always quite animated when it comes to the watch along. So it all goes a bit crazy. James said, the myth, the legend, Curtis Shaw TV. Big up, bro. Jashar, big up, Curtis. A very difficult game with a congested midfield. Let's talk about the Leicester team, people. Ward in goal. We've blocked him out there with the QR code. But Danny Ward in goal. Fofana, Evans and Amate is the back three. They're playing 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1, I think it was listed as. Castagne at wing back with James Justin at wing back. Three in the midfield of Tielemans and Didi and Dewsbury Hall. James Maddison plays in the 10 role and Jamie Vardy up front. Listen, no matter what you think about Vardy, and I know people saying he's getting old now, this is a difficult test. And a different test for Saliba today, because Vardy is very different. He came through non-league, he never stops running, he's got pace, he's a pest. You know, he's like that fly that you can't get out the front room on a hot day. The door's open, you have to keep swinging to hit it. You know, Vardy won't give Saliba a second. So it is a very different test. I saw a stat that Vardy has scored more goals against Arsenal than any other team in the Premier League. So that's something that we have to end today. You know, we can't have him just running wild every time he plays against Arsenal. So Vardy will be difficult to deal with. I still make us favourites. I still think that we are, you know, I think we're in control of this game as long as we play properly. Confidence should be sky high. We beat Palace last week, kept a clean sheet. Leicester were 2-0 up at home against Brentford and, you know, drew 2-2. That will feel like a defeat for them. You're 2-0 up at home and you draw the game. That's basically a defeat. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Big up my brother Broads in the chat. How many strikers have scored the most goals for Arsenal? These are the records we need to end, you know. We can't have, man, oh, you ain't scored in so many games you play Arsenal and then you start bagging. So, you know, big up Broads in the chat. Big up Fitz. Big C, I'm currently on holiday in Bali. 3 points today. Fitz is living the high life. Bali, brethren. You know, them big swings that they have over there. What an exotic place. Hope you're having a great holiday. And hopefully Arsenal can cheer you up even more, because I know you've got some very harsh opinions on Arsenal. Very similar to mine, to be honest. And listen, have a great holiday, Fitz, and hopefully they don't spoil the mood. Dean the Goonaroo, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Said, finally back watching your live streams. It's difficult from Australia with the timing, but it's good to be back. Big up to you, bro. Really appreciate your support as always. Irish footy fan, big up Big C, how have you been? All good, bro. What's your opinion on Gaelic football in Ireland and Jesus hat-trick incoming? I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever watched it really. I think I've seen it on the telly. Remember Trans World Sport back in the day? And they used to show you sports from around the world. I think I've seen a little bit of it then, but I honestly didn't really, you know, I've never watched it live, you know, so Jesus hat-trick would be absolute scenes on here, I'll tell you that much. I'd be going absolutely crazy, you know. Let's have it. Stephen's saying 3-1 to Arsenal today. We'll all take that. Let me just show you the bench, people, because obviously I may even change these graphics and take the last 5 games form off the bottom of the screen and put the subs there. But whilst we're doing this, let me show you the substitutes bench for Arsenal today. A couple of players are back, which is always a boost. And let me zoom in on that. So we have a couple of players back there on the bench. This is the Arsenal bench, people. Matt Turner, Kieran Tierney, Tomiyasu returns, Holding, Elneny, Lokonga, Smith Rowe, Pepe and Nketiah. So Smith Rowe returns as well, which is a boost. Tommy and Smith Rowe. Apparently, Fabio Vieira is not yet match fit, even though he's trained the whole week. They're saying he's not quite match fit enough yet, but they do expect him to play next week. So we'll have to see with that one. Yeah, people saying put the subs on the screen rather than the form of the last 5 games. I probably will do that for the next game. I think it's more important to see who's on the bench rather than the last 5 games. So yeah, I'll probably change that for next week. But a better bench, obviously, I don't want to make excuses. Arteta was talking about the weather and... But, you know, as I always say, it's the same for both teams. It's not like Leicester are coming from tropical city and they're used to this heat. It's the same for both teams. I think 5 substitutes will be vital in this game. We didn't make all 5 subs in the last game. Just to let you know, today in London, people, it's 34 degrees. Could be even hotter than that at pitch level. And it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult. And the players are going to have to move the ball. And we're going to have to make the most of players on the bench. Your Pepes, your Smith-Rowes. I'm sure we'll bring on Nketiah or maybe Tierney, maybe a Lokonga. So there is players there. So we're definitely going to have to be smart with our substitutes. I got the impression last week that Mikel Arteta didn't trust his bench and only seemed to make changes right at the end of the game. And I thought it was very risky. So, yeah, man, Transworld Sport came on before Football Italia. Old school days, man. You just had channel 1 to 5. You had to work with what was there, you know. It was tough times. Yeah, Sidon, where's Sidon at? I think he's going to go quiet. I remember last year, he was on smoke before we played them. We beat them and we didn't see him for about the next 2 months. He just disappeared. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Jelly said he didn't trust the bench. The QR code is for OneFootball, people. If you want to download the OneFootball app, links in the description below. QR code's up there as well, if that's even easier. And the membership link is down there as well for anybody that wants to join. So, yeah, that is our bench, people. Let's have a look at the Leicester bench. And then we'll see what they've got to bring on. Is that Alan Iverson in goal? I don't know who that Iverson is, you know. Sionchu. Interesting, you know. Sionchu, probably a year, 2 years ago, you would have said he was probably maybe their best defender along with Fofana. And yet he finds himself on the bench. Thomas, Mendy, Prey, Albrighton, Perez, Iheanacho, and Dakar. So they do have a couple of live wires. Dakar and Iheanacho have always got a goal in them. Well, they've got a bit of pace in them and a bit of threat. Jose Perez, who's been a bit of a flop. They paid big money for him. Albrighton, I can't believe he's still there. I thought the brother had retired years ago. Don't know how that guy's still playing football. Hey, Allen Iverson, I can't lie. Allen Iverson was one of my favourite basketball players back in the day. 2 big diamond earrings, cane rose. You know what I mean? He was a serious baller, but I know we're talking different sport and that, you know. Annie Greasy said, what's happening, Big C? I haven't checked into your channel since the last game of the season. Hope you're good. Good to be back. Where you been, bro? All summer you disappeared like I ain't here doing daily content. Well, good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Big up all the Gooners tuned in. And obviously the neutral fans as well, people. Alan Iverson was the most bov player ever. Yeah, Philly in the house. But listen, they got a couple of players there. Their bench ain't as good as ours, I got to be honest. Iheanacho and Dakar are lively. But listen, for me, Arsenal should be winning this game today. Leicester are the only team in Europe's top 5 leagues who haven't signed one player. Apart from, apparently, they've signed some third-choice goalkeeper who, you know, barely counts. I don't think he's even on the bench. So they've basically signed nothing. Maddison's being linked with Newcastle, you know, Fofana's being linked with Chelsea, Tielemans being linked with Arsenal. Hopefully Tielemans, man, just get that deal done while he's here today, you know, just give him a little pat on the back, say, listen, I'll be speaking to your agent tonight and get it done. NR11 said, well gone, Big C, first live in months for me. Had my first child a month ago, been busy like never before, super buzzing for this season. Think it can be special. Congrats on becoming a father. Definitely keeps you busy, that is for sure. And listen, I'm looking forward to this season. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. I call it hope season at the start of the season. This is when, you know, everyone's hopeful. And let's hope it continues, you know. Broad said, looks like I'll be going to the King Power next year when Leicester are in the Championship. Yo, Broad's coming on smoke. For those who don't know, Broad's basically goes on a Football League tour. He's got a good link and he can go to any game. He just tours the country watching EFL games. Maybe he'll be at Leicester next year. But no, I think Leicester will be all right. I don't think they'll have any relegation trouble. But I definitely think it could be a struggle for them this season compared to previous seasons. So we'll have to see. FPL link. Oh, I'll have to try and get it up and put it up. We're a couple of weeks behind. No, in fact, you're only a week behind, so you can still catch up. I'll try and throw it in the comments. M. Barron said, changing a nappy while listening to Big C TV. Listen, you got to do what you got to do, people. Nappies have to get changed, man. You know what I mean? Amberland said, big up Curtis, bro. We are going to run them down like a pack of wild dogs. Tielemans, I'm not too confident we are going to get him, which is sad because he's class. Listen, we'll get a good view of him today. I do think that sometimes when you play against a team is your biggest opportunity to prove yourself. And if Tielemans has a stormer today, I'm sure Arsenal will go away and say, maybe we've got to get this deal done. If he has a stinker, maybe they walk away from him. Ideally, we win, but he has a great game. It's very hard to get that balance. You know, maybe he plays, 4 great passes and Vardy misses all of them. I've always said that Tielemans for me is a good player. I think he's better than Granit Xhaka. I'm still not fully convinced by Yuri Tielemans. As I said before, I think nowadays to be an elite midfielder, you need to be good on the ball and be able to be mobile and run. And I think he's very sluggish. I think he's quite slow. He is good on the ball. But, yeah, listen, he's better than Xhaka in my opinion. But I would have liked someone with energy. I really would. I would have liked Renato Sanchez. I think the only problem with him is his injury record is the biggest problem. He's obviously gone to PSG, which is a great move for him. But, yeah, Tielemans, if we could sign him, I would take him. But yeah, I would love somebody that can really play and run as well. But I suppose those kind of midfielders are very expensive. AK said, I'm on the Savic train. Yeah, I like him. I think he got 11 goals, 11 assists last season. What if Tielemans gets injured by Saliba? Listen, if he has to, he has to, people, Tielemans is too slow, said Corey. Broad said, yeah, man, we are forcing this Tielemans thing. I think what it is, we've had Granit Xhaka for 6 seasons. And, midfielders that maybe aren't as good as we should be going for start to look good because of the player that we've had there for 5 years, 6 years. So, yeah, Tielemans is good. I don't think he's great. But then sometimes, on the flip side, a player's level goes up when he goes to a higher level. A lot of people tell me he's very good for Belgium. And obviously playing with better players like De Bruyne and Lukaku and that. So, yeah, maybe his levels go up. Family Podcast said, what's your view on Rashford to PSG? Now, I just want to say that, me and Turkish, we always had this debate about signing an unpopular player. His was Timo Werner. Mine was Marcus Rashford. Rashford's being linked with PSG. Timo Werner quietly disappeared back to RB Leipzig like he never came here. But, hey, listen, I've said it before. I know most people that I speak to, they think he's finished. They've written him off completely. I just think Rashford needs a different club. I think he needs to change environment. He's born and bred in Manchester. I think sometimes as a player, you need to get out of there and experience something different and grow into a different kind of player. And I seen Julian Laurens on Sky saying that that PSG are interested in him. They've lost Di Maria. They need another attacking option. But apparently Man United want 100 million for him. So that deal's not going to happen anyway. But yeah, I stick by it. That's my unpopular opinion. I would take Rashford at Arsenal. United ruin players. A lot of players have gone there, especially attacking players, over the last 5 to 7 years and really struggled. Falcao went there, did nothing. Martial hasn't really developed the way people expected. Di Maria struggled there. You know, look at Sancho. Sancho was rated one of the best young wingers in world football. Now people are saying, you know, he's no good. You know, they can't all be bad. There has to be something about Man United. Yeah, Sanchez. Look at Sanchez when he left Arsenal. One of the best wingers in world football. Went there, disgraceful, couldn't do anything. So I do think sometimes there has to... Yeah, Memphis Depay, like you said as well, did nothing there. So I think sometimes you need to change environment, go somewhere else, and then we'll see. Funniest joke these days is United. I think they're even worse than us, to be honest. They really are. Rashford in any day, said Asfar, top quality. I think we have this thing sometimes in football that a player out of form is finished and a player in form is amazing. Sometimes, you know, form is temporary. You just need a different position on the pitch, a different team, a different coach, you know. It's interesting. Look, I can see a lot of you saying you don't rate Rashford, and I get it, but I would take a chance on him. I really would. But listen, Man United want 100 million. No one's going to pay that for him. That is for sure. Even Ronaldo, you know, was being criticised by sections of the Man United fan base last season, you know, saying he's causing their attack to slow down and things like that. So it is what it is. Christina CR7. That guy D said, get 25 Mr. Freeze ice poles and a bottle of Magnum. Do you know what? I'm actually not even... I've got the fan on. Do I look sweaty? It might just be the lights. The lights are doing me. I'm actually not even that sweaty today because I've got the fan on full blast right there. Luckily, you can't hear it in the background. But I think the lights are doing me a disservice. Man said Ronaldo is now the Portuguese Aubameyang. I mean... I don't know who that's more disrespectful to, but you got to put some respect on CR7's name, man. He's still nearly got 20 goals. He's about 60 years old, man. He got nearly 20 goals in that washed-up United team last year. Put some respect on CR7's name, man. We can't do that to him, you know. Man said he's a washed-up Oba. Man said you're shining on screen. Oh, man, the lights aren't helping me, people. Rashford needs to get away from United. I think Rashford doesn't want to leave like he wants to leave on a high. I get you. Big up Henox said, what's up, Curtis from New Zealand? Hope you're being well, fam. All is good, people. All is good. Yeah, they're cooking me in the comments, man. It's decent, though. I don't mind. You know me, people. And we've got a few other 3 p.m. kickoffs today. So we've got Brighton against Newcastle. Newcastle won last week, but then Brighton got a great result against United. That'll be an interesting one. Man City against Bournemouth. I think that's a case of how many Haaland scores. You want Haaland in your fantasy Premier League team today. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a hat-trick. That could be 6-7-0 today, in my opinion. Southampton, Leeds. That's a tricky one. I think Leeds will fancy it going there. Wolves against Fulham. Fulham got a good result. And then Brentford, Man United later. I'm hoping, you know, we handle business, win our game, then we can all just chill and enjoy Man United later on. Because I think that Brentford game's going to be difficult for them. Brentford come back from 2-0 down last week, away from home against Leicester. I think Ivan Toney might give United's defence problems. Seen Danny Welbeck bullying Lisandro Martinez last week. Janin said, hi Curtis, I know you love Aubameyang, but question, why did Jurgen Klopp never want him back? I don't think that's necessarily relative to Aubameyang the player. I just don't think... You look at Jurgen Klopp, the whole time he's been at Liverpool, he's played with a false 9, really. You know, Firmino's been his guy for, 5 years? This is the first season he's actually signed a striker in Darwin, so... I don't think there's, you know, I've heard interviews with Klopp where he's bigged up Aubameyang and said he was a pleasure to work with. You've heard Thomas Tuchel, he's waxing lyrical about Aubameyang. I hear your point. You know, you would think at some stage Liverpool could have gone in for him and gone with, imagine Mane, Aubameyang and Salah as a front three could have been frightening. But I just think the way that Klopp's wanted to play, he wants his wingers to score the goals and he wants the striker to be the link man. I don't think Aubameyang is a great link-up striker. So, but it's a good question, good point, and thank you for your super chat. would you definitely want Tielemans, Big C, if he inspired Leicester to beat us today? I mean, if he beats us and plays great, I might not like him. I might say this little idiot, just cost us 3 points. As I said, I would take Tielemans, but I'm not necessarily a huge fan of him. I don't think he's an amazing midfielder, but maybe he goes to a better level in a better team. So we'll have to see. Bottom line is Aubameyang gave Arteta a decision to take. That's where he went wrong. And you know what? You make a great point there, Thomas. Listen, obviously I spoke about all or nothing yesterday in the episodes featuring Aubameyang. There's some points where I'm defending him. I think the club dealt with it too harshly. But also, Aubameyang has to take some responsibility. He's a 30-odd-year-old professional at a top level. You're the captain. You've got a young, impressionable squad. You've also got to question yourself. So as much as, people were saying, I'm being Aubameyang's lawyer, I'm not blind to the fact that Aubameyang gave Arteta a decision. And you make a great point there, Thomas. When you are working with or for somebody that you maybe feel like doesn't really like you that much on a personal level, you don't give them decisions to make. Play your game, score your goals. If you're not scoring goals, work hard and have the right attitude. And he would still be at the football club right now. But you made a great point. He gave Mikel Arteta the option of getting rid of him. And unfortunately, he took that option. So it is balanced. I think on one hand, they could have kept him till the summer and then got Jesus. And on the other hand, the manager probably felt like he couldn't manage him. So, it's a difficult one, really. Nima said, why don't you think Vieira can be a false nine like Messi? Messi was small. Nima, I'll start this answer by saying thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'm now going to take a sip of my water, which is what I do sometimes when I'm slightly in shock. So give me 5 seconds. Cheers, everyone. It's a hot day today. Nima, I'm trying to gather my answer here in the most polite manner. He's not quite Lionel Messi. That's probably where, the only comparisons we've got between Fabio Vieira and Messi is that they're both small and they're both left-footed. Apart from that, and they've both got brown hair. But apart from that, I don't think the comparisons go much beyond that. So, saying that Messi can play false nine, why can't Vieira? They're just not quite the same level, Messi's like up there in the galaxy somewhere. So, yeah, I think that answers your question. I'm just not sure they're on the same level, Nima, but I appreciate the super chat. Sidon's arrived, and people saying, Nima, time out, 3 minutes, I can't lie. Yeah, Nima, you got old 3 minutes, man. We'll see you in 3 minutes. You're going to have to consider your actions. I'm not sure you can even put a timeout on a super chat. It's not letting me. So you've got away with it. Your next comment, if it ain't better than that, is 3 minutes, man. Because that's wild. 9 minutes till kickoff. You got me sipping water. Sidon said, Amate starting ahead of Sionchu. I'm fuming. Cheers to that one, Sidon. I've got a feeling we won't be seeing Sidon for the next few weeks. I just don't think today is going to go particularly well for you. I've predicted a 3-0 win for Arsenal today. I can't lie. Yeah, that question was wild. Joey said, big up from Rio Grande Valley, Texas. Up early and had breakfast. Tacos before the game. 3 points today at home. We got to get them 3 points today. We got to go collecting, man. Man took his... No, I couldn't put him in timeout. He didn't let me, man. He paid to get out of it. But big up Neiman, man. I appreciate it. But that was borderline, man. Hey, big up my bro Akeem in the chat. Hope you're well, bro. Never said, Big C, why is the club doctor so involved in all or nothing? What's he doing at training? I suppose, listen, I think it's quite regular now for doctors to be at these training sessions and keep an eye on how the players are training, so on and so forth. So, yeah, and I think it's common practice nowadays. Doctors, physios, they'll all be around the training ground and all having discussions on how the players should train. The club doctor seems to know what he's talking about. Gary O'Driscoll, though, he seems clued up, man. All right, let you time him out. That guy's timed him out. Sorry, Neem. It didn't let me do it. I don't know why. It didn't give me no option to do it. Pay to win. Man's moving like FIFA. Yuri Tillemans, you're a snail. Yuri Snailmans. You lot are moving mad today. Yuri Snailmans, you know. And Ketia's lawyers in the building. Said, big up Curtis, this is the season you will eat humble pie cooked by my client Eddie. Listen, cheers to that. Eddie, I always say, anyone I say I don't think's good enough, prove us all wrong, people. If Eddie goes and bangs in goals this season, I'll be paying him his dues. He may get a green screen. But the proof will be in the pudding, as they say. So let's see if that humble pie gets cooked. And Ketia's lawyer, big up yourself. Elliot Roberts said, big up Curtis, 3-point collecting today. While Guan, see you, Nick. Big up your damn self, bro. We need to collect 3 points today. That is for sure. It'll be a good start to the season. Obviously, on Sunday, Chelsea play Tottenham. So that's one of what you would call our top 4 rivals. At least is going to drop points. Man United away at Brentford, the way they played last week, I think will be a tricky game for them as well. So we have to win this game. Absolutely have to win this game today. 6 minutes until kickoff, people. 6 minutes until we are underway. Ageless Tuber said, big up Big C, Tielemans is an upgrade on Xhaka. He's 25. He's got over 25 international caps for Belgium and one of Leicester's top players. You mentioned last year we need to sign better players from the non-top 6 clubs. That's a great point. And listen, as I said, if we sign Yuri Tielemans, I'm not going to be saying, oh, we shouldn't have signed him. It's a bad signing. I just don't think he's a lot better than the player we've currently got. But listen, I'll take him all day long compared to where we are. Ageless Tuber, big up with your super chat. Christian said, Curtis, lovely to see you, man. Question, what are the top 3 things you will have your eyes on for today's game? That's a good question. You've caught me on the back foot there, you know. Top 3 things. I want to see if we can keep the ball better. I think... we started the game against Crystal Palace really well and then kind of backed off and allowed them into the game. I want to see us dominate possession today. Leicester playing free at the back. I think you can pin them back. So I want to see the possession. I want to see us finish them off when we've got the chance. If we go 1-0 up, get that second and finish them. Don't allow them to get back into the game. We did Crystal Palace. So that'll be number 2. Keep possession. Finish them off with the second goal. I would say keep a clean sheet, you know. I really want to see us keep a clean sheet today. I want us to be defensively solid this season. I think we've got a fantastic first 5 games of the season. And I think we can win all 5. I actually think Palace was the toughest game of the first 5. So for me, I want a clean sheet. So, but very good question, Christian. Wasim said Ramsdale makes me nervous. I can't lie. Believe in his own hype a little bit, I think. Apologies, I'm just turning the TV here, people. Because we are 5 minutes from kickoff. And I can't see a thing. How do you turn this TV? Let me just turn this. Alright, that should do it. Did the Premier League lose Peter Drury? Don't know where he is, mate. No idea. Christian said, need a gunman performance from Gabbett. Do you know what? Yeah, how did I forget that? Gabriel Jesus got a score. Let's be honest. Gabby needs a goal today. He's at home. All the fans are rooting for him. Gabriel Jesus' goal is definitely necessary today. Because, you know, people will get on his case no matter how good the preseason was. People will say, you know, 3-4 games hasn't scored. So, yeah, I would say a Gabby goal as well, people. Get your comments in. 3 minutes till kickoff. For Farnot, going to show Saliba levels. Sidham going crazy again in the comments. Big up Scott who said, Mr. C Unit community for the games, man. Back in business. We out here, people. We out here. Big up Vishal who said, big fan from India. Big up to you, bro. Big up everyone, wherever you are in the world. And whatever time you are locked into this game, it's going to be an important game today. The teams are in the tunnel. And... let's make sure we get the win. Let me just turn this TV, people. It's not... I can't see it properly. It's at a funny angle. Let me just turn this. Why is it not turning? Plug that Should be on now. Yeah, we're in. We're in. Big C, I'm so nervous, says Ramon. Listen, if we handle business the way we can, we'll win this game. We are 2 minutes to kick off, people. 2 minutes to kick off. Give me a score predictions down below. Give me a score predictions. People asking for a link. If anyone's got a link for them in the comments. Guna Legend watching from holiday. Hope you're having a great holiday, bro. Hope they don't spoil it. Come on, you Gunners. Cliffo saying 2-0. I'm going 3-0. Wasim said, come on, you Gunners. Take a few. Stream is in front. Yeah, listen, you know it can be a dodgy one today, people. Omar said, the lucky his TV is broke. Won't be getting spoilers. Peter saying, up the Gunners for life. I love Arsenal club. We'll win 3-0 against Leicester. Superfan 4-0. Carville's going for 4-0 as well. Anybody that's trying to keep up with the game as well, we have got the little, screen down there below so you can at least see where the ball is on the pitch and all of that good stuff, people. Beresford's going 2-2. I don't want to see that. That's a meltdown. I can't lie. It's hot enough in it. Dan Harris said, big up to the legend. Appreciate that, bro. And we're underway. We're underway, people. The game is underway. I'm all over the place here. Get the timer ready. Get the timer ready. Where are we? And we are underway, people. Arsenal against Leicester from the Emirates. We need to go 3-point collecting today. That is for sure. And, yeah, the dots are there, people, for anybody that hasn't got a link. Anyone got a link, post it, share it about, and make sure you can keep up to date with what is happening. We got a few decent players on the bench today. Smith Rowe is back. Tommy Asu is back. Obviously, Pepe's there, and Ketty Olakonga. It's going to be hot. Obviously, after 22 and a half minutes, the players will be taking a water break. So, an opportunity for the players to get fluids on board and all of that. So, hopefully, they'll be all right. What is going on here? And goal kick to Leicester, people. Goal kick to Leicester. 3-1 Gunners, said Clement. Yeah, people are looking for links. Just throw it about if you need it. Yeah, dot along vibes, people. Dot along vibes today, I'm afraid. 2-1 Arsenal. Hit the like button. Yeah, we've got 2,000 people in here. Make sure you hit the like. And make sure you download the OneFootball app. Link in the description as well. We're looking for 2,000 likes. So big up to each and every one of you. Okay, fair enough. Nimbo's found some access, people, where you might be able to keep up to date. It looks very sunny there. Like I said, 34 degrees today, people. So we're going to have to move the ball well, look after possession. And here's Maddison for Leicester. Former Arsenal target. Ramsdale collects. Loads of links in the comments there, people. They go a bit mad if you click on them, so I'm trying not to click on them. But yeah, there is links there. 3-0 to Arsenal, says Shane. I hope so. Knots 21. It's daft. You can watch the matches somewhere. Yeah, listen, it's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. This heat making me repent real quick. Listen, man, we're not kind of built for it, are we? Unfortunately, that's the thing. And the heat here is relentless. It's so unforgiving that it's difficult at times. It really is. Saliba on the ball for Arsenal. Keeping possession. Shooting from left to right in the first half. No, it's not on Sky today, It's not on Sky. Leicester on the ball. Just don't concede. I want a clean sheet today. I've gone for 3-0. Hope I haven't been overconfident with my predictions. The fact we can't even legally watch it in the country we live in. Xhaka hat-trick. Let's hope so. I want a Jesus goal today. Here is Jesus. And Xhaka, we give possession away there. And Leicester win it back. 3 at the back is interesting. I always think the way you... Oh, what a save by Ward. I didn't even see who hit that. Danny Ward, who I think was the former Liverpool... Liverpool's third choice goalkeeper. That's a great save. Chance there for Arsenal early on. I'm having to watch it on the phone because I think this TV is behind. So I'm trying to keep up to date with everyone. There's plenty of streams in the comments, people. Loads of people throwing them in. Yeah, Ash, there's some in the comments. Saka hat-trick. Has Saka ever scored a hat-trick for Arsenal? I'm not sure he has. Don't think he has. Here come Leicester. Leicester on the ball. Always said, big up Big C in New York. On my holidays, they have every 3 p.m. game live. It's crazy, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Right, I'm watching a different one now. I should be a bit closer to the live, as that one was, I think I'm about a minute behind. So we're working hard here, people. Right, this one looks a bit closer. Yeah, Jesus should have passed. Should have passed there. The time isn't sick. Big up Big C. Hey, big up Reedy, man. Just a quick like, enjoy, and yeah, appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. There's loads of it looks like it's a sellout today. I did check my ticket, and it was sold out today. Hot Saturday, kids off school. Most people will take that ticket. First home game as well. See you at halftime. Yeah, man. Big up, bro. Jesus definitely should have passed. But, you know, the thing, he's desperate for a goal. That's the problem. Is my time off? I'm trying to see if I'm on the same time as everyone else. 6 minutes 10. Oh, I'm 20 seconds behind, aren't I? When I clicked it. But we'll work with it, people. We'll work with it. Guess we finally got our wish. Tielemans at the Emirates, yeah, but not the way we wanted it to happen. We wanted him to be in an Arsenal shirt. It's Saka, right-hand side. Come on, can we get an early goal? Oh, Saliba's class. Saliba's just pure class on the ball, people. He's just calm as anything. Wow, this could be a difficult watch today, people. I tell you this. Yeah, Leicester look comfortable on the ball. They do look comfortable on the ball. Which is one thing you get with a Brendan Rodgers team, to be honest. They're always steady on the ball. Arsenal on the attack. Can we get that early goal? Odegaard finds Zinchenko. I'm telling you, solar-powered Odegaard. Watch him today. Watch him turn up and the sun's out. We've started a bit sloppy on the ball, to be honest. We need to be better in possession. See, Leicester, they got Ndidi. They got very good, experienced midfielders in here. They ain't going to make life easy for us. So we need to be better in possession today. They're going to make life difficult for us. If we lose to Leicester, they best rebook all or nothing, because I need answers for that performance. 100%. 100%. But we've started a bit sloppy on the ball, people. Yes, Dre, big up, man, Curtis. I'm driving, so not going to talk much. Big up the community. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you're well. Odegaard captained himself on the FPL. Oh, Mr. Super Chat, apologies. Apologies, now, Rem. I will go back through and see if I can find it. Throw into Arsenal. 8 minutes gone. And we've started a bit slow, to be honest. Apologies for missing the Super Chat. I'm on the radio. It's embarrassing, isn't it? In this day and age, in this country, you can't watch your own team play football. You got to, freestyle your way through it. 3 p.m. blackout is nonsense. I mean, they think it's going to affect how many people go to the games. I just don't think it would have an effect. I still think the stadium would be full. Aiden said, big up Curtis, start my first job tomorrow. Main focus is on the game. Good luck with your job, Aiden. Hope all goes well. Arsenal on the attack. Can we get this? Oh, goal kick. Goal kick to Leicester. And, yeah, we've started a bit slow, to be honest. Smash the likes. Can we get 2,000 likes? 2,100 of you in the chat. Great numbers, as always. Really appreciate it. Yes, big up, big up. Rizza Sharp. Hey, big up, bro. Where can I find them at? Hey, Matt, there's loads in there. Loads of people have been throwing them in. I'm sure you can find one in the chat. Leicester on the attack. We gotta be careful. Can't afford to be going a goal down. Werner scored apparently for Leipzig. Maybe he'll find his form again back there in Germany. Do you think we'll sign Tielemans? I think we might. I'm still not sure why we haven't done it yet, but maybe we need to sell a couple more. Yeah, anyone got linked, you can post them. I just can't click on them too much because they go a bit mad when you do it. Yeah, man, you can post one. They should try if it. Peter Schmeichel's son would have saved that. He's left, right? Kasper Schmeichel. And a slow start to the game, people. Slow start. Not many big chances. Jesus probably should have passed. But he's obviously desperate to score. Good evening, people. The train strike as well. Yeah, exactly. I don't know where I can watch. Started fast last week. Today looks like we're still in the change room. And it's surprising because we're at home. And you'd think they'd be fired up for it. But maybe the heat, they're struggling. Let's see what we're saying in the comments. Stream's always like a minute behind. Broad says, man like Kasper Schmeichel, the guy who everyone thinks he's still young. He's doing a Jesse Lingard, isn't he? Like, you know, where everyone thinks he's like a teenager and he's about 35. They sold him for £1 million, which isn't great business, really. There's Partey on the ball. Come on, Arsenal. Move the ball quicker, man. Bit more intense. Leicester struggled last week. You know, their confidence is low right now. We need to be beating them. We need an early goal. Definitely not keeping the ball well, which is frustrating. It's the heat. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they went to Orlando for pre-season. I know it's not the same as English heat, but it's similar. You know, you would have thought they'd have got used to it. Good prep for Qatar, yeah. They're going to have to... A lot of these guys are going to be in the World Cup, so they need to learn how to play in the heat. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Garbage so far, slow and pedestrian. It's a strange start to the game. It really is. It's a slow start. This is hard work, man. These 3 p.m. games are hard work. I can't lie. Sniper Scope, Curtis been in the community for a while. Don't want to lower the tone. Friday sit for my eyes. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. You might have to book IB for with the lads, Sniper. Nah, listen, man. Community will back you, man. We got you. I appreciate the super chat as well. And listen, things get better, man. I know it's painful. Garbage so far, too slow and pedestrian. Thing is, we're allowing Leicester to grow into the game. Why? There's no need to. If we'd have started quick, you get a goal, their confidence is low. But instead, we're playing on the back foot a little bit, which I don't get. Hold up, Sniper, best that, yeah, come on, man. Painful truth, is better. Better to find out. TI Stage said we need another ball playing midfielder that can keep possession to replace Xhaka. This is very vital to complete Arteta ball or we'll have another disappointing season. And I hear you on that because a key factor in that Pep Guardiola system is the midfielder. The Rodri. We haven't got that kind of player. That's what we need. Come on, Arsenal, man. Step up a little bit. Can't have this. 15 minutes gone at home. Haven't started great. And we've got to do better than... Man said Haaland's a flop. Why? Because he hadn't scored in 15 minutes. We're just playing pedestrian. We saw a lot of games like this last season. Where we're moving the ball around very much side to side and not really going anywhere too quick. Here's Martinelli on the left. Leicester playing wing-backs, so you just got to force their 2 wing-backs backwards. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Sloppy. Poor start. We are 1 injury away from a disaster should Jesus get in. Listen, I've said it many times. Jesus gets injured, we're in a crisis straight away because Eddie's not going to hold it down up front by himself. We're going to need somebody else. But for some reason, we haven't signed a striker. Because he's going to put his trust in Eddie as the second choice. I think Tielemans comes in for Partey. Max, come on, man, Max. That's time out. That's time out. You need 3 minutes to consider. Man said Tielemans comes in for Partey. So you want to play Tielemans and Xhaka in midfield? Do you know how slow that midfield is? You can never do that. Partey's one of our most important players, along with Jesus. They're players that it's definitely a timeout. I don't know, Max, been a long night or something, I don't know, but boy, man said Xhaka's underrated. You need to relax, man. I'm assuming you went out last night or something. God, boy. Arteta is going to be crazy at half time on that whiteboard. He's going to be drawing all sorts of animals on that whiteboard after this. Come on, let's just get a goal and then we worry about the performance afterwards. 17 minutes gone, people. Xhaka always plays, but should he always play? Apparently, someone said... Aubameyang, their game hasn't kicked off yet, right? I know all the other leagues are back today as well. I'm sure La Liga starts later on. Yeah, 8 o'clock, the Barcelona game. Smith Rowe needs to start. Listen, I wouldn't mind Smith Rowe starting over Odegaard, I got to be honest. I'm not sure Odegaard, for me, should be playing every single week. I think sometimes he's ineffective. Martinelli, the only one playing. You know Martinelli's always going to give everything, but Some of these other ones, they've started slow. I'm trying to just get this stream a bit closer to the time. City have scored 1-0 to Man City. Was it Haaland? Let me know in the comments. I've got him in my dream team, actually, so... Was it... Who scored, people? Was it Haaland? Oh, Everton lost 2-1. I didn't even see that. It's not showing me on the goal update whether it was Haaland. Werner scored. Oh, Gundogan scored. Haaland assists. So if he's in your team, he's still getting you're still getting some points for the assist. Gundogan with a goal. He's in my... Have I got Gundogan in my dream team? No, I haven't. All right, let me get back on the stream. Oh, I've missed a chance. Did we hit the post? Was that the post? Was that Zinchenko or Xhaka? Left foot. I missed a chance there. Xhaka, was it Xhaka? Hit the post. I thought it was Zinchenko. Granite. With Xhaka, we are not going anywhere. Yeah, I just seen a tweet. Somebody saying this team is too technical for Xhaka. I can see what oh, he saved it. I can see what people mean. It could be too technical for him. The way we're trying to move the ball now. All right, let me see if this gets me a bit close. Yeah, Gundogan. Gundogan got the goal. City could run riot. Ten Hag will be sacked by Christmas. Does he survive longer than Lampard? No, I don't think United will sack Ten Hag quickly. I think they're going to give him the time because who else do they go for? He is a good manager, in my opinion, but he needs time. Water break, please, because we are playing like snails. It's not the best, I tell you that. I'm having issues with this stream and I have to keep renewing it, refreshing it. Let us watch then, sir, please. No, you can't do that, I'm afraid. Where is Tielemans? Trash off the ball. I told you, Yuri off the ball ain't giving you nothing. Ain't giving you nothing. It's one of them typical games at home where we're looking after possession well, but not really damaging them too much. Martinelli looks lively. Martinelli looks lively. Come on, refresh. Fran said his stream is mashup. Bro, I can't lie. I'm having to keep refreshing this one. I'm all over the place. It actually went backwards just then. So I might be on the dot along down there as well. Mine's about 2 minutes behind, I think. Oh, Jesus has scored, people. Gabriel Jesus has scored. I'll see it in about a minute because mine's about a minute behind. Gabriel Jesus gives Arsenal the lead. His first goal for Arsenal. Goal scorer for Arsenal, number 9, Gabriel Jesus. Let me change the score. Delighted for him to score. He needed that. Should have passed earlier on. Let me try and refresh this to get it closer. Jesus with his first goal for the club. Nice finish. Oh, it's on now. That's a great finish. Oh. What a way that is to open your account. Oh. That's a great goal. Absolute pure filth. Sorry, apologies for the delayed reactions, people. Like, my stream's about a minute behind. So I'm having to wait a minute later to see the goal. That's a fantastic finish. Jeez, let me get the tweet out. I said before, this guy's going to go to the next level at Arsenal. Because he's the main man. He wasn't the main man at City. That is a saucy finish from Jesus. And the celebration as well. Yo, you're mad, fam. You're mad. Fofana's getting dealt with as well. Yeah, that's filthy. That's absolutely filthy. J9, man, I'm telling you, this guy's going to be a beast. Big up Christian with a super chat. Gunman Gabby, Ronaldinho finish. The silence is deafening. I think I got the same street as Fran, skipping forwards. Yeah, listen, it's going to be a hard one today. It's a tough session, I can't lie, but we'll deal with it. Gabriel Jesus. Hate Robbie Savage. First thing he says, oh no, when Arsenal scored, the agenda is unreal. You can't have these guys commentating, man. He's probably got shin pads on and a Leicester City kit. Looks like a finish from your intro. Hey, listen, sometimes keepers have to get chipped. I say it all the time. You know, chipping a goalkeeper kind of brings them down a notch or two, you know. Hey, kid, apologies, man, if I missed the super chat. Sorry, I got all sorts going off here. But yeah, apologies if I missed it. Called it on another pod yesterday, Jesus. I want a Jesus hat-trick. I want a Jesus hat. I said 3-0 today. If he gets 2, I'll be happy. Finish different level. Edu smiling. I think that he could be one of the signings of the season because strikers right now, there's no value in the striker market. To get Gabriel Jesus for 45 million as a 25-year-old Brazilian international, you're not getting a much better deal than that right now. You pay 50 million for an average striker who's had one decent season. Man said Edu's playing Candy Crush. Jesus reminds me of Alexis Sanchez. I suppose the low center of gravity and the fight, that South American spirit, you know, that he's got is definitely special. Definitely special. He's some player. He's only going to get better. Just got to keep creating chances for him. Jesse said, Jesus, what a goal. It was a great goal. Who actually got the assist? Was it Granit? Fair play to Granit. It's an unbelievable finish. It's almost like a curler and a chip at the same time. It's mad. J9 has that upper body strength we needed. Greg, hope you're well, bro. He said, cutting the grass and listening to you like AirPod Albert. It's a movement, Curtis. Hey, Greg, maybe you're right, man. He called he said we'll win 3-0 pretty much most games. So I don't mind. Can we get the second? Look how much they wanted Isaac. 75 million for Isaac, who got 5 goals last season. Did relatively nothing all of last season. So we got an absolute bargain with our guy Gabby. 27 minutes gone, people. Arsenal 1, Leicester 0. Apologies if the reactions are not the same as usual. Obviously, you know, 3 o'clock kickoffs. The streams are hard work. I think mine's about 90 seconds behind the actual live game, so it's all mad. So when the goal goes in, but we do what we can, people. Still 2,300 of you tuned in, which I really appreciate. Zizzy said £50 on Jesus to score, have some of the profits. Hey, big up Zizzy, man, appreciate that. £50 on Jesus to score, you would have got decent odds for that. Broad said, Sidant, give us a wave. Sidant, give us a... I told you, we ain't going to hear from Sidant for the next couple of months. He's out of here, man. He knows they're getting beat today. Leicester look uninterested. I think a lot of these players have had enough of being at Leicester, if I'm honest. I think Brendan Rodgers needs investment in that team, and I don't think they're giving it him. And I think that's why a lot of the team, I think Maddison wants to go Newcastle and get the bag. Fofana wants to go Chelsea. Tielemans probably wants to come to Arsenal. A lot of these guys don't want to be there. And when you've got 3-4 players in your team that don't really want to be at the club, it's a problem. It can become a big problem. So I think Leicester are in a bit of trouble this year. I can't lie. I think they're going to have a difficult season. They need a few new players. Had enough of being at a small club. Listen, they're a decent club, but I think they've kind of reached their ceiling unless they get major investment. And the investment's not there right now. It's just not there. The Jesus finish gets better every time. It definitely reminds me of the intro goal, my first one. Far corner. It's almost like a curler and a chip at the same time. What a way to score your first goal for the club. Assassin said, Curtis, hear me out. I would take Vardy on a 1-year deal. No chance. Not for me. Not now. 2 years ago, maybe. Not now. He rejected us when he was at his best. Why are we going to take him now when he's kind of getting a little bit washed up? Not for me. I want us to have a big physical target man as a second choice. Not Vardy. Vardy had his chance, man. He missed it. You made your bed, mate. So lay in it. Neto scored. I like him. I would actually take him at Arsenal. I think he's very good. Right. I've refreshed it so many times, but I've got to about 60 seconds behind, I think. Fofana in the washing machine getting rinsed. Jesus actually good in there. Even for a small player, he times his jumps well. And that can make a big difference. A lot of, Michael Owen, I always remember him being very good in the air. It was the timing of the runs. See, what's happening to Fofana, right? Jesus is down. Fofana is playing right centre-back and he's getting dragged out into the wide areas and then Martinelli's just ripping him, De Bruyne scored for Man City, apparently 2-0. I tell you what, you'd be pretty frustrated if 2-0 up and Haaland hasn't scored. I think they'll probably win 5 or 6-0 today against Bournemouth. You would have expected Haaland to have bagged. But listen, they've still got time. Jesus is up, he's fine. Partey looks solid today. Jeez. Partey looks solid on the ball today. Got him in my FPL. Yeah, I got Haaland in my FPL, so I wouldn't mind a hat-trick from him today. I can't lie. Martinelli will get double figures in goals and assists this season. Yeah, I think he can get double figures, goals. Definitely. Haaland got the first assist. We should sign Tielemans, Fofana and Maddison. That's a lot of money, man. They want 80 million for Fofana, 60 million they want for Maddison, and 30. You're not spending 170 million on them three. I don't think they're worth it. De Bruyne outside of the foot goal. Oh, don't. He's too much. Probably the best centre mid in the world now. Greeny Man said Leicester must have money after selling the likes of Maguire and who's the other one he's saying here? Who? Oh yeah, well that was it. Oh, Mahrez, I think. So he put M-A-H. I wasn't sure. It's more to do with the owner. But you know what? I don't know. Leicester must have made some money over the years. They've won the Prem. They've been in the Champions League. It's a strange one, and they've sold players. Chilwell. And players like that. Broad said the team is built around De Bruyne. I was saying the other day, I'm surprised De Bruyne's never been linked with like Real Madrid or Barcelona. You look at him, you kind of think he's probably one of, if not the best centre midfielder. But I still feel like worldwide he doesn't have the reputation that a lot of other big centre mids have got. Which is interesting. I don't feel like he's, not Mahrez. Modric won Ballon d'Or in midfield. I don't feel like De Bruyne's ever been anywhere near winning the Ballon d'Or. Is it a Manchester City thing? I think if De Bruyne was doing what he does at Man City, at Liverpool, at Man United, at Arsenal, I think he'd be a bigger player worldwide, you know, which is still part of the fact that Man City are a great club, but not necessarily a massive club yet. Yeah, Odegaard having a quiet game again, and I don't want people to think that I'm picking on him, or, you know, I don't think you can have a number 10 in your team unless you are supreme on the ball and you get the ball to him on a regular basis and quickly. A lot of the time, because we're quite pedestrian playing the ball from side to side, Odegaard doesn't get in positions to get on the ball. And I just think that sometimes you're almost carrying him in the team a little bit. Not because he's not a good player, because he's very intelligent. But just not effective enough. James Justin skinned Ben White. Free kick. Man City, yeah, zero heritage. They don't have that heritage yet, Man City. They just don't. They're going to need to keep building for a few more years before they get that. Man City was founded in 2008. YouTube Alpha said it's not Odegaard's fault. He runs the most. Listen, not questioning his work rate. There's no doubt about his work rate. It's 2-0 to Arsenal, people. Gabriel Jesus has scored again. Come on! Goal scorer for Arsenal, number 9. Gabriel Jesus! I'll see it in about 60 seconds time, people. But he scored again. And, should have put money on him getting a hat-trick today. Gabriel Jesus with his second goal. 2-0. Where is Sid? And he'll be disappearing. The second goal, I'm just waiting to see it here, people. I feel like this has dropped back even more. I was only about 50, 60 seconds behind. Oh, 2 fouls there. I'm only just seeing it now. Jesus with the brace. That is outstanding. I must be miles behind. Still haven't even seen it. Where are we? Zinchenko's a baller, by the way. If he gets a hat-trick today, it's absolute scenes. I must be 2 minutes behind now. Oh, my day. Zinny's pass. Gabriel Jesus. Vardy assist. Lovely for my... I'm sure I've got him in my fantasy league. You know, actually, I haven't even looked at my team this week. I had Jesus and Haaland, I think. Big C, I think he is the real Jesus. Listen, 45 million, Pep, you might be regretting it. Imagine if Jesus scores more than Haaland. How crazy is that? I think I triple captained Haaland this week. Was that Vardy who flicked it on as well, wasn't it? Yeah, Vardy flicked it on at the near post. Cheers, Vardy, mate. That's what you get for not coming to us. Latte, big up yourself, bro. Said Jesus is my captain on FPL. You've done well there. I made Haaland. Did I triple captain him? I thought he would get about 3 or 4 today. Big up, Latte, bro. You get points today. Don't think I'm going to be winning my own league. Isaiah said, found your next Henry, possibly. Listen. All I'll say is this. You'll never hear me come out and say, oh, you know, player's going to be on Henry. What I'm saying is he's coming in the door at a higher level than Henry came in the door. Henry wasn't even a striker when he joined us. I don't think he'll reach Henry's level, but I think he can be fantastic for us. And Jesus apparently nearly scored a hat-trick then. I'll see it shortly, people. Jesus answered our prayers. Listen, I might have to get him on the back of the shirt if he carries on. Man City have scored a third, and again, it's not Haaland, apparently. I've never rated that Haaland, mate. You're just a B-Tech Mbappe. You're nowhere near as good as Mbappe. Just imagine if Jesus scores more than Haaland. You know what I mean? They just dismiss Jesus. We bring him to Arsenal, turn him into a superstar, and Haaland struggles at Man City. That would be funny. I can't lie. That would be funny. Let me put a tweet up. Jesus is gonna become a superstar. I'm putting it. He is. You can just see it. You've seen it all pre-season. He needed that big club. No disrespect to Man City. There's a difference. The fan base, you know. He's gonna score a hat-trick today. He's gonna get a hattie. Shameless big, yeah man, shameless in 4K people. Gareth said, thank you for the super chat. Jesus in my fantasy team in your league and I've triple captained him. Oh no. Uh-oh. Gareth's going to mash up the whole league. I'm only just seeing the game. Oh, the Jesus one. Could have got the hat-trick. I think he took too long to get the shot off. And he got tackled. Imagine a first-half hat-trick. It's unbelievable. Oh, Foden got the third goal. Haaland struggling at home against Bournemouth, you know. Not my striker. My striker ain't struggling in his first home game, you know what I mean? Although you can let Haaland off, to be fair. He got 2 last week, so he's already on 2 goals. So when I put it in that sense, you know, he's already level with him. Man City will win 6-0 probably today. Martinelli has Fofana on toast, making Chelsea regret that bid. Chelsea might look at that and think, you know what, 80 million for Fofana, he's getting cooked. Odegaard could do with a moment, could do with a goal. 3-0 to Man City. Arsenal on the attack again. Man said Haaland is an interview and a penalty merchant. No, let's not get carried away. I know I'm bantering. Oh, dear, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, we are. I think we've robbed Man City. The thing is, Man City never used him as that out-and-out striker, you know. I remember when Jesus first signed for Man City, they were talking about getting rid of Aguero to play him up top. Oh, Martinelli shot there. But Pep never seemed to want him to be the main man. Yeah, like I said, obviously I'm a bit delayed on the watch-along, so my energy levels are a little bit different. So, you know, I may not be going as crazy with the goals, unfortunately, today. But still, 2-0 up in the first half is a real positive. We're playing some good football, man. Look at this. Man was controlling the ball on his head. Oh, he would have scored his hat-trick there. I'm just watching the replay back. Look at the way the man spins Johnny Evans and puts him on his back. Oh, what? People saying it's a penalty to Leicester. Is it? Has it been given? Or am I getting trolled here? People, let me know. Am I getting trolled here? Everyone's saying it's a pen. Has it been given? Has it been given, people? Ramsdale mistake. Oh, no. Penalty awarded. Aye! Penalty to Leicester. Ramsdale. Told you. I'm telling you. He's like that goalkeeper I used to have in my team who drinks 3 Red Bulls before a game. He's wild. Ramsdale, he's too much. I'll see it in about 60 seconds. People saying it was a dive. That's harsh then. It's under review. Come on. I'm working off this dot along down here for the second, people, before we see it. It's under review. Everyone in the comments saying it was a dive. Surely they review it and overturn it. Vardy dive, is it? Vardy? Always Vardy dives against Arsenal. Come on. Tell me it's been overturned. Don't want to concede. I want a clean sheet. I called 3-0. He's checking it with a ref. Looks super weak. Looking at the screen. Ref is looking at the camera. Dive, but what's Ramsdale doing out there? Comes running out. Should be booked for dive. Yellow card, Vardy. Dive, but they still might give it. Come on, overturn it. No pen. Yes, no penalty, people. No penalty. Or has it been given? They're saying penalty awarded it. Goal kick, there we go. No pen, yes. Yes, we'll take that. I've only just seen the replay of it. I mean, it's calamitous from Ramsdale. Even though it's a dive, you got to be careful there. But in the end, he gets away with it. Him and Vardy are both northern lads as well, so... Comes running out. Oh, Vardy's a proper cheat, isn't he, man? Proper cheat. Hope we beat them 3 or 4-0. Oh, BA Vardy, man. What are you doing? Did he get a yellow card for that? He doesn't even touch him. But still, it's risky from Ramsdale. Divided said that's a dive. No way they give it as a pen. Yeah, definitely a dive. But, you know, they're the times where VAR is working for us, you know. That's what we need. VAR finally works for us. He didn't get a yellow card for it. How does that work? It's either a dive or it's a penalty. If it's a dive, it's a yellow card. And if not, you give the penalty. But, yeah, they make their own rules up when it comes to Arsenal. Get off the gear, right? United are looking... I think United rejected that that today about Aubameyang and Icardi. I don't like Leicester. Must be because I live in Nottingham. Well, you know we got that rivalry there. East Midlands rivals. I'm a Nottingham boy myself. So Leicester and Derby, we always had issues. Vardy, you're a disgrace. I hope Brighton get relegated. Even Darren England can see that's a dive. Where's the water for Vardy? 4 minutes added on at the end of the half, people. Let's see this out. Let's get to half time. Let's dream about this Gabriel Jesus hat-trick second half. Why did Vardy not get booked? Is the question. Listen, Vardy plays on edge though, don't he? You know, that kind of scummy behaviour is probably part of the reason he's made it to that level. As bad as that is, he does play on the edge and it works a lot of the time. Sidon, we ain't going to see Sidon for the foreseeable, I'm telling you. I'll be surprised if he pops up in the comments again. Curtis Zinchenko is unbelievable running the game from left back. See, he does this inverted centre mid thing and it works a treat. You know, it works. Pep kind of started that movement and Zinchenko, he does it really well. I'm moving to Leicester next year for uni, said Adam. Yeah, Nottingham's a better night out. Better shopping as well. Get yourself 20 minutes down the road. Go to Nottingham. No penalty. What we got here? Saka not really in the game. He's been quiet. Martinelli is balling. Martinelli, the thing is with Saka now. Saka gets doubled up on every game, so it's not easy for him. So I don't always have a go at him. You know, Martinelli maybe will get more one-on-one situations with fullbacks this year because Saka is kind of the one that more people are worried about. I want that Gabriel Jesus hat-trick, man. I want that Gabriel Jesus hat-trick second half. Take the match ball home. Let people know you ain't playing games. Bless you. I appreciate it. You know what it is? I'm glad you can't hear it, by the way. I've got the fan on me because it's so hot in here. And you know, fans, they mash you up, make you get, sneeze and all that. I'm on loan to Brentford. Don't worry, all the Gooners, we're all gonna be Brentford fans later on when they play Man United. Danny said we're banging 5 goals today. Trust me. Timbo said I don't mind one player having a quiet game if there's a step up. That's why I have a quality team. 100%. 100%. That's what it's all about. We can't be so heavily reliant on Bukayo Saka. We need other players to step up and say, I'll get the goals. So I don't mind. Jacques said Jesus or Vlahovic. Hey, listen, man, we'll all take Gabby right now. The movement, the understanding of the league, the way he can press, the fact he's worked with Arteta, there's no doubt. You know, Vlahovic has not done great yet. OGD said, Curtis, when Tierney is fit, I'm putting Zinchenko in centre mid for Xhaka. It's an interesting one. You know, it's his natural position. And do we... I've said this many times. That's the one worry with me, that we may not buy a midfielder because Zinchenko could have been signed as the midfielder. It wouldn't surprise me, but he looks very, very comfortable on the ball. You can see he's had that Manchester City, you know, upbringing under Pep. ESR for Odegaard. Listen, I don't want people to think that I've got something against Odegaard or anything like that. But I just think he has some games where he's ineffective, and if you don't get the ball to him quickly, it's very difficult to make him look good. He needs like what a Santi Cazorla was for Mesut Ozil. You need that centre mid that comes, gets the ball off the centre back, pops it into Odegaard's feet, and we're moving on the attack. Because we're a little bit side to side to side, and you allow the other team to get behind the ball, it then becomes very difficult for Odegaard. So I feel sorry for him a little bit, but at the same time, we can't afford to carry a player. Half-time whistle has gone, people. Half-time whistle has gone. Arsenal 2, Leicester City 0. I thought first 20, 25 minutes, we weren't great on the ball. But as the half wore on, we're starting to dictate possession. Gabriel Jesus' first goal is absolutely magnificent. Kind of bends it, but sort of chips him into the far corner. Unbelievable for your first goal for the club. Gets his second, in swinging corner, whipped in, flicks off the top of Vardy's head, and is headed into the back of the net by Gabriel Jesus at the back post, and 2-0. Saliba's look class. And a fantastic first half, people, in the end, in terms of where we're at, in terms of the scoreline. Arsenal 2, Leicester City 0. Let me know what you thought, people, of that first half. As I said, I don't want anybody to think I've got an agenda against Martin Odegaard. I've always said Martin Odegaard is a very talented player, a very intelligent player. My point is, are we able to get the best out of him in this role that we're in at the moment? Do we get him on the ball enough? Do we get him to damage the opposition enough? That would be my only question mark of Odegaard and kind of the role that he's playing. But apart from that, Jesus, fantastic. Could get a hat-trick. Could have had a hat-trick in the first half, to be honest. Good half, Big C, clean sheet. Odegaard is not in his prime yet, but is there a debate for Smith Rowe going into that 10 role? Let me get the tweet out. Started slow, but once we got the goal took control. I think Zinni looks excellent on the ball. And can Jesus get that hat-trick? Very good first half, people. We'd have all took that at half-time. 2-0 up. Mabel said, I'm sorry, Odegaard is playing shambolic. He could have gotten 4 Big C, let alone a hat-trick. I think I missed one of his chances. Smith Rowe better push for it. It's tough because he's the captain, it's very hard to drop him. And is Smith Rowe great in that number 10 role? People seem to think he's better on the left. I just think, and somebody just said it there. Let me get this up. Who just said that comment? You kind of took the words out of my mouth. Timbo said, I'm not an Odegaard fan, but I feel number 10s nowadays are literally luxury players. Even Maddison is quiet. KDB has turned to a box-to-box player. There's no space. You look 5 to 10 years ago, all the top teams had number 10s, right? Real Madrid had Isco or James Rodriguez. We had Ozil. Chelsea had Mata. You know, there were numerous. David Silva at Manchester City. Football kind of works in roundabouts anyway, and I feel like at the moment, all the best teams have sacrificed the number 10 for a third central midfielder so that they've got more energy and more presence. You know, and I just wonder with Odegaard, do we have a good enough midfield to have Martin Odegaard in that 10 role? And as I said, I don't want anybody to think that this is some sort of Martin Odegaard bashing. It's not. He's a good player. He's talented. He's very intelligent. He's clearly got a very good IQ in football. I just look at him in that role and think, is he going to damage enough teams this season? Do we get the ball to him quick enough? Are the opposition going to be sitting in their dressing room saying, you know, we're a bit intimidated by Odegaard? I know people say he's an 8/10, but I think we need to get the ball more to him. This is what I would say. I think he's a decent player. I think we need to get the ball to him quicker. Then maybe we give him an opportunity to do more on the ball. So it could be an Arsenal issue as much as an issue with him, but we need to get more out of him. Snake Eyes, thank you for the super chat, bro, and hope you're well. Said, all the talk about Tielemans, I don't see where he fits in when we are playing. Keep up the good work, boys. To me, Odegaard needs to show more. I think another part of the reason why we may not go for Tielemans is because I think Arteta wants a left-footed player there so that when Zinchenko drops into midfield, Xhaka is a natural left footer who can drop in at left back. So I think he thinks that those two kind of rotate in that midfield position works. I'm not saying that's what I would do, but this is where my concern comes, that we're maybe not going to sign a midfielder. I hope I'm wrong, but that's possibly what I think. L. said, let's see if Vieira can pose a more devastating, viable alternative. It's going to be interesting when he comes back, what role he plays in. Brian said Odegaard is average. Listen, like I said, he is a good player. There's no doubt. I don't want anybody to think this is some sort of, you know, against Martin Odegaard. I'm saying we have to find a way to get more out of him. And he needs to find a way to get more out of his own game. Now, we need to add up how that works. Pat said, what a first half, see domination all over the pitch. I thought, you know, Martinelli gave Fofana lots of problems. Gabriel Jesus, I mean, I just think he's going to be a superstar at Arsenal. I really do. I think he needed that love of being a first choice striker. He needed that feeling that I'm the main man. I can tell you now as a striker, you have a totally different feeling when you know you're turning up for the game on a Saturday and you know you're going to start and you know the manager rates you and you know all your teammates rate you. You've got a different energy about you. When he's playing for Man City, he might be playing right wing, he might be playing left wing, he might play up front, he might be on the bench. City didn't even have a striker last year and he still didn't play. So I think Jesus' mindset is different now. And I said it, people, I know Man City don't like it, but that's the difference between a big club and a good club. Man City are a good club. They got a great training ground, great manager, great money, great players. They don't have that history, that heritage yet. That takes a long time to build. I think Jesus is a bigger player at Arsenal than he was at Manchester City, and I think he'll only get bigger and bigger as time goes on. Karma, it's only the second game. Yeah, listen, long way to go. Long way to go. And we're going to have tougher games than this, but also, if we can win this game, it's a great start to the season. I would love to see us keep a clean sheet as well. So let's keep up the good work in the second half. Hammer said, facts, TM 101, Martinelli is giving Fofana hell. I've been a sub since you had 20k. Big up for FT Luke. Anthony said, hard to pick a man of the match from that first half. Jesus, Martinelli, Xhaka and Zinni have all been on smoke. Can't believe I've included Xhaka in that. Listen, when he plays well, he deserves his praise. I thought he did pretty well against Palace as well, to be honest. Apart from the dive that was a bit silly. And he's, from what I've seen, he's looked decent today as well. So, yeah, don't feel a way about it. I think he deserves his praise. If he does well, he deserves the praise. So, yeah, man. But the only worry you kind of have is if he plays well, does it stop Arsenal looking for a midfielder? So, Fit said, I think we're stuck with Odegaard as Arteta never admits his mistakes. Willian or Xhaka, anyone. He doesn't often sign somebody or promote them and then pull them out of the team. It's kind of like, I signed you, so I've got to stick with you to avoid myself looking completely wrong. So, yeah, I hear you on that one. Wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't come out. Would you give ASR 5 games to start? Not necessarily 5 games, but I think sometimes you can do something different. And I think that's the key. I don't think it should just be predictable that every game we're going to play Odegaard in that 8/10. We know what type of player he is, and sometimes the game doesn't suit that kind of player. So I think we've just got to be flexible. And as I said, I don't want anybody to think I'm being overly harsh on Odegaard here. I just want us to find a way to get even more out of him. So take it in a positive way, people, you know. We want to get the most out of all of our players. Big up Michael, who said, big up Big C, shout out to the C Unit. C Unit business, over 3,000 of you legends in the comments. Lick down that like button. We have to get 2,000 likes. It's the second game of the season, the first home game. We're 2-0 up. Gabriel Jesus has scored 2. Saliba is Saliba in again. Rolls Royce business. Vardy's diving and not getting penalties. VAR's working for us. It's all good, people. It's 34 degrees in the UK. We have to be getting 2,000 likes. Make sure as well, people, make sure you download OneFootball. Link is in the description below. QR code is somewhere here. Where am I pointing? Top corner. QR code is up there. Link is in the description below. Big up to OneFootball. They've supported the channel for a long time. Fantastic app. All of your team news, all of your transfer news, everything you need to know about your team. You can even pick what team that you support, and they will send you the news specifically for that team. Fantastic app, completely free. Go and download it. Link in the description and QR code somewhere in that top corner, people. So big up to OneFootball for supporting the channel. Arsenal lead 2-0. O'Malley said Odegaard does a lot out of possession. 100%. 100%. And as I said, I don't want anybody to think I'm overdoing it. It's just, it seems to be an obvious position to me at the moment where it looks as if we're not getting the most out of him. He hasn't been bad on the ball. He's been all right. What I'm saying is we've got to get him on the ball more and quicker, you know? Standout player for me, I would say Zinchenko, Martinelli and Jesus from what I've seen. Xhaka's looked good as well, but I haven't seen, looking at the comments and things like that, I haven't seen all of it. I will watch the game back afterwards. But certainly every time I look up, Martinelli looks like he's dealing with Fofana. And I actually think Fofana is a very good player. 3K in the chat. Amazing support, people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Last week on the first watch along of the season, 81,000 views and we got 51,000 subscribers. So that means 30,000 people watched this stream and did not subscribe. You lick down that red button before you leave, people, and you lick down that like button, and let's keep it moving, people. Arsenal lead 2-0. We're joint top of the league right now. Let's move. Omzo said, Curtis, maybe he's just a bit out of form. Let's give Odegaard a bit more time. The fact that we're winning with players being quiet is big. I agree. I'm not even necessarily saying he needs to be dropped. I'm saying let's just keep working on getting the most out of him, you know, is what I would say. But you make a good point. And let me call out someone else, people. Bukayo Saka's not been great in this game, and Bukayo Saka was not great against Crystal Palace. But we've seen what Saka is capable of on a consistent basis, so there'll be a lot more patience for him, you know. Somebody said there, I will enter these comments as well. Trevor said, too much disrespect for Odegaard. Season has barely started. I think the reason I'm saying this, Trevor, is because I had this feeling a lot of the time last season about Odegaard that we can get more out of him in certain games. So it's not necessarily all 2 games. I feel like I saw this at times last season, which is maybe why I've kind of jumped on it a little bit. In terms of the performance. So, listen, I hope I'm not coming across unfair on him. Latte said Odegaard is average on a good day, the same as Xhaka. I just tried to balance it and say I don't want to be too harsh on him, and then Latte comes in on smoke. You know, big up though, bro. Saka lives in Jesus' shadow. That'll be interesting. Does Jesus come in and become our best attacking player straight away? Go and win player of the season. It'll be interesting. Sidon's in the chat. Hey, here he is. Sidon, give us a wave. Sidon, give us a wave. Sidon, give us a wave. Hey! He's still here. He said Pochettino or Potter in ASAP. I mean, listen, you ain't getting Poch. I can't lie. You ain't getting Poch. Man ain't leaving PSG and coming to Leicester. He's going to go for a bigger job than that. Graham Potter, I think you could get Graham Potter from Brighton, to be honest. And I think he's a good manager. But as I said before, I think Brendan Rodgers is a good manager. He's not being backed. You ain't buying no one. You ain't bought anyone. A lot of your better players want out. I don't think it matters if you've got Rodgers or if you've got Potter. Someone saying they're Sean Dyche. 3-4 of your top players don't want to be there. I don't think it matters what manager you've got. I really don't. Potter to Leicester is very doable. I think that's a step up, and I do think he would take that as well. And yeah, I know Poch isn't at PSG, but I mean, after leaving a club like PSG, I just don't think he would be. I don't think he would be looking for the Leicester job. I really don't. No disrespect to Leicester, a good club and all that, but I just don't think so. Second half's underway, people. What is going on? I'm 20 seconds behind already. So let's get back to it. Good conversation at halftime, though. Listen, as I said, I don't want anybody to think that I'm annihilating our boy Odegaard. Of course, we're in full support. He's the captain, so we need him to perform. But I just think we can get even more out of him. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's try and get more out of his game. He's a good player. Right, let's get this stream back. Can Jesus get the hat-trick goal, people? Another clean sheet today, boys. Let's hope so. I desperately want us to keep a clean sheet. Substitutes in the second half will be interesting. I'd like to see Pepe come on. I really would. I know most of us, including me, we're kind of at a point where I'm thinking Pepe's time is up, but if we can't get a decent move for him, then really you've got to keep him because you paid so much money for him as a club. You don't want to sell him while his price is at his lowest point. So it'd be interesting. I'd like to see Pepe come on and maybe get a goal, you know. Leeds are winning 1-0 against Southampton. I did think they could go there and beat them today. They've made a couple good signings, Leeds. Am I wrong for choosing Kane as my fantasy captain? I always say when it comes to betting or anything like that, you have to bet with your head, not your heart. Your heart would tell you don't pick any Tottenham player, don't give them anything. But the reality tells you Kane will probably score a lot of goals. So, listen, I can't say I respect it, but I understand it. That's the most I will say. No, Parham, we're not hating on Odegaard. Trust me, there's no hate on Odegaard. We just want to get more out of him, in my opinion. As I'm saying, it's not all his fault. Some of it is down to us. You got a number 10, you got to get the ball to him quick. Corner to Arsenal. Can we get this third goal? Can we get the Gabriel Jesus hat trick? And all right, the stream's back. The time isn't even showing up. I'm trying to see. 45. Wow, still quite a way behind, but it is what it is. Tielemans been average, I thought. He's been average, what I've seen of him. I would rather play Marquinhos instead of Pepe. I think, didn't he score 2 last night for the under-21s? Kane never scores in August. Yeah, they say that. He's very quiet at the start of the season. Could Odegaard and Saka swap places? Maybe. I don't know. But I have seen Saka play in that 10 role before. I haven't really seen Odegaard on the right-hand side. But yeah, maybe. Ben Oki said, me and my dad both watched the stream. I had to put him on after I discovered the channel a while back. Listen, this won't be the best stream on the channel because you won't get the reactions because the game, the stream is a bit behind. So I think our next 7 games or something are on TV. That's when you get the full. But we do what we can. But big up to Ben and his pops for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, Sidn't popped in at half-time. Fair play to him. He's asking for Maurizio Pochettino. I don't think that's going to happen somehow. NR11 said, Curtis, I personally think Saliba needs to Saka needs to step up. Other teams are able to double up on him because he is too predictable. It's hard of me to say he needs to step up when he's just got Player of the Year 2 years in a row. What I will say is he definitely needs to be more unpredictable. He needs to be able to go onto that right foot sometimes shape up to go on the left, then go back onto the right. You look at the best left-footed right wingers over the last maybe 10 years, even though they're very one-footed, they're still very good at getting onto their left foot. You look at Messi, who obviously is the best. You look at Mahrez, you look at Robben, you look at Bale. All these great left-footed players who've played right wing, they're very good at getting the ball onto their left foot, but they're also not massively predictable with it. So I think we need to be a little bit more, find a way of getting him to be that bit more unpredictable. Man saying Zinchenko doing a madness. I'll see it in about a minute, people, so bear with me. Oh, is he megging people? Say Vieira's not on the bench. Apparently not match fit yet. Frank Butcher said, I predict 4-0 to Arsenal, Martinelli to bag next. Jesus has scored as many league goals from open players. Lacazette, the French Charlie Austin, scored in the entire last season. Let me not diss Lacazette, man. The man had a rough week on All or Nothing, man. Watching Benzema clips and that. He's lost, he's gone bold playing for Arsenal. It's all mad. Robben was very predictable, though, just at Brighton. But that's what I mean. Predictable, but still difficult to handle. You can be predictable, but difficult. I think Saka's predictable, but kind of people are starting to deal with him, in my opinion. Zinni with the little nutmegs, was it? Laka went bold for us, remember that. Big C, Jesus has raised Martinelli's level. Listen, that's what we're hoping for. That happens sometimes. Better players come in, and it lifts the level of the whole club, Zinchenko's a baller, man. Raised by Pep. These men are getting raised by Pep. They're different. They're not like anyone else in the Prem. When you're raised by Pep, you ain't the same as no one else. You're getting elite football coaching. Probably the best coach in world football. You ain't the same. This is a guy who wins Prems with Fabian Delph at left back. Edison's getting assists in goal. These men aren't normal when you've been raised by Pep. Zinchenko was at Man City when he was like, 18, 19? He might be. Oh, man, Zinni. That's naughty, Zinni's moving naughty, little flicks and all that. Yo. Madness. I think we've robbed Man City. I really do. They're buying an unknown left back from Anderlecht or something. Oh no, this is where it all goes wrong, people. Leicester have scored. Saliba own goal. No. I don't even want to see it on the screen. Ah, dear. Own goal as well, man. Of all the goals. 2-1. Please don't do this, Arsenal. Was absolutely strolling. It's not even necessary. Saliba, own goal. I don't even want to see it. Was it a header? Flicked off his head. Partey's been average. No one's saying anything. Good header. Don't worry, Saliba. Big up. As long as we win the game, we'll be fine. If we end up drawing... Now we need the hat-trick from Gabby. We're desperate. Goal difference done for. I'm only probably just seeing it now. People saying Ramsdale. Ramsdale doesn't cover himself in glory. Come on. I need to see it. Imagine that was Xhaka. Yeah, Saliba will make mistakes. Did not want him to do that. He was saying, hey, Sinner, look at this guy, man. Told you Fofana's been getting cooked all... Oh! 3-1, Granit Xhaka. I haven't even seen the previous goal. Granit Xhaka, people. 3-1. It's all mad. Oh, Ramsdale. That's an awful position. But Granit Xhaka makes it 3-1. Is it a Xhaka boom? Or is it a tapping, people? Let me know. Xhaka boom. I'm only just seeing the Saliba own goal. That's how mad it is. Arsenal 3. Leicester 1. Granit Xhaka with the goal. Sidant, where you at, bro? Sidant, where you at? Oh, I'm sorry, Ramsdale, man. I know I'm a little bit behind. What is he doing there? Like, I don't get it. Jesus assist. We've always rated you, Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka, we've always rated you, mate. Tap in, yeah? Always rated it. All in 30 seconds. That gets us back in a good position, man. I think I'm just about to see the Xhaka goal now. Almost open goal. Fran's going to be... Yeah, Franit Xhaka will be delighted that his boy Xhaka has scored. He put the most aggressive and forthright defence I've ever seen of Granit Xhaka last season. So from there, we call him Franit. Big up Fraser, who said, big up Curtis, I like the new layout. Yeah, we're trying a thing. Listen, I'm adaptable, you know. If the people them don't like it, we can go back to what it was before, or we can edit this one slightly, you know. The channel's for the community, you know. I love Zinni getting in that midfield role, man. Even Ben White's kind of inverting a little bit. Oh, the goalkeeper dropped it. That's a Jesus assist. Who cares, mate? Jesus assist. Xhaka scores. Jesus assist. Was going to complain about the own goal. Nah, we'll leave it. Yeah, I think... Oh, what's going on, people? VAR for a penalty. People saying not given. Fofana is a waste man. Where are you, Sid? Should have captained Jesus. Keeper spilled it. We got a potential. We got a VAR check. Could be a penalty to Arsenal. Big up, Mark. Hope you're well, bro. Don't know if you're at the game today. Should have had a pen. Not given. Throw into Leicester. I'll see it shortly. Ish, relax. 100% a pen, said Cliffo. Saliba in my FPL mudded. Don't worry about it, man. Cliff said it's 100% a pen. VAR felt and didn't give it. Brought Saliba into FPL OG. Yes, Mark, hope you're enjoying the game. He's at the ground. He absolutely buzzing. I bet the atmosphere is fantastic inside the stadium today. 3-1 up. I called 3-0, so my prediction's out the window, actually. A few of you did say 3-1, though. Oh, it was Mike Dean, was it? Oh, you ain't getting nothing with Mike Dean. He's an absolute shambles, that guy. Got him out as a ref. Now he's doing VAR. Jonathan, big up, bro, said, Sidon, give us a wave. Sidon, give us a wave. Turning these foxes into pups, as we do, people. Appreciate that, Jonathan. Hope you're well. Hip Hop Jumbo said, Curtis, would you do a live meet and greet? No worries. If enough people want to turn up, why not? I hope Arteta doesn't axe Saliba. Nah. You can't axe him for that. That's just one of them things, man. Man said Williams, Sally Bramble. Tight as Bramble settings. Paul said, I'm telling you, Curtis, Tielemans can be our guy cleaning the boots at the most. Him and Shidden. Man said Shidden. Xhaka, big up, Big C. How excited are you with the new season? Live meet and greet would be fun. Maybe I'll try and get an event. Maybe I'll try and do an event. Try and get some guests there. Maybe we could do something. Yeah, why not? I'll look into it. Definitely something to think about. If City want Tierney, they can take him. We have Zinni. Yeah, but we need competition. It's good to have both. You need two good left-backs, especially with the amount of games we've got this season. Fraser said, meet and greet shoot. If you had come to Baltimore on the US tour, I would have driven up. Hey, man, we'll sort it out. Definitely get something done. 2-0 to Leeds. 2-0. I had a feeling they'd beat Southampton. That Sinisterra is it who they've signed, and a couple others. They're a bit lively this year. The scoreline off centre hurts my OCD. Which one? The 3 or the 1? Which one's off? Let me know, Jason. Is it the 3? Is the 3 slightly off centre? Home score. Are we back? I think we're... Oh, no, that looks a bit too far to the left, though. Oh, yeah, I don't know, but I'm trying to work there, Jace. Let me know. Man said the OCD's mashing it more. Leicester are bad. Yeah, listen, they haven't bought, man. They haven't bought. I think they're going to struggle. The key thing in the Premier League, you have to keep improving. If you stand still, effectively, you move backwards. And I think Leicester have moved backwards with not bringing players in. D9. Oh, I think I'm a little bit closer now. I'm sure that just refreshed a little bit. Man is specific. I know how it is. Southampton could be in a bit of trouble. Alex said live meet and greet with Kev would be good. We can probably sort something like that. I might speak to him. Might try and get something done. Nuno's already on loan. Would be crazy to let Tierney go. Yeah, you can't do that. We need 2 left backs. What you saying about Fofana for 80 million? I think Chelsea might want to look elsewhere. Listen, I like him. I think Fofana's good. 80 million is ridiculous. Yeah, listen, they may come back and say, listen, man, you should have took 70 after watching that. Oh, Jason's saying the scoreline in general, move it to the middle. Okay, we'll look if we can adjust it a little bit. I don't want to mash up people's OCD, Kid said, I prefer not to speak. Yeah, listen, I like Fofana. I do think he has a lot of potential, but 80 mil, I'd be looking elsewhere, man. I think you can get a better defender for that much money. Perfect time to offer Saliba a new contract. Yeah, get him while he's not so much on a high. Oh, Saliba own goal. They are, mate. Just sign the new deal, will you? But, listen. I don't think we need to panic. ESR for Odegaard said, ish. Will he do it? Tielemans off. Listen, he's been average today, in my opinion. What I've seen of him, I think he's looked pretty average. And as I've said, I wouldn't be in a desperate rush to spend big money on him. I think there's better options. Saliba scored an own goal to ensure Liverpool and City don't approach him. Rami said, do something, Haaland. Everybody who've got a fantasy Premier League team's got Haaland in their team. You're thinking Bournemouth at home, he's getting 3 or 4 goals today. The brother ain't even scored against Bournemouth, man. Man said Treaclemans. The man's running in treacle. He definitely didn't do much to get a move. I don't know. I think you can get a better midfielder than him. I just think he lacks mobility for me. But he is all right. Man said Yuri Treaclemans. That's an absolute banger, by the way. That is a banger. Got an assist, though. I don't remember seeing Tielemans at all today. What I've seen of him just hasn't been great. I want the hat trick, Gabriel Jesus. So pleased to see the fans clapping Saliba after the own goal. That's how we got to support our players, you know. Kid said I'm copywriter. You can take it, man. Yuri Treaclemans. Arsenal fans chanting Yuri Tielemans. We'll see you next week. Oh, that's brilliant. We'll see you next week. Yuri Tielemans. We'll see you next week. Oh, dear me. Probably played bad on purpose, he'll say. Tielemans just look. He's thinking, what am I doing here, man? You know what? Just take your Leicester shirt off and go in our dressing room after, man. We might get him cheaper now anyway, you know. Imagine if we'd bought Bruno Ramirez in January. That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. I think he's a wavy baller. I like him. I think we should have definitely signed him. Mark said, get Smith Rowe on. Curtis Treacleman's trying to help us. Didn't Tielemans sell his house? I think it's up for sale at the moment. So he's clearly looking for a move. Facts, not signing Bruno was a big mistake. And he wanted to come to us as well. Tielemans doesn't want to upset Arsenal before buying him. Imagine if he actually played bad on purpose to not get a move to us. To not jeopardise the move to us. Luzma said, glad to hear. Let's support all our players. Glad it wasn't White or Xhaka with their own goal. Otherwise, they'd be butchered. Listen, we've got to support the players this year. We have to. You know, we can question them. There's nothing wrong with that. But we don't need to demolish them. That is for sure. There we go. Jogo Benito Zinchenko. Zinchenko's a baller, by the way. Odegaard was 30 mil. Listen, as I said, we had a discussion about Odegaard at half-time. I still want to focus on the positives. 30 million, young player, still time. Just think we need to understand his game. I want him to be more of a goal threat. I actually think he's got a good left foot. I think he can shoot more. We seem to be the better team. Mr. Gunner said, I can see us scoring 2 more. 24 minutes to go, people. I want that Gabriel Jesus hat-trick. I really want it. So we got that bragging rights. Hey, listen, the thing with Arsenal, I feel like the last couple of years, we've lost any right to have a very good argument. You know, we need that argument. Jesus nearly scored there. The hat-trick, apparently. I haven't seen it. But it come up there on the screen. We need that bragging rights. You know, like when you're arguing with your friends, you want to be saying, yeah, but we've got this player. I want other teams to look at Jesus and think, wow, they've got a serious striker on their hands there. You know, so we can have them arguments again. But, oh, Alexander said Ward-Prowse or Tielemans. I mean, it's a difficult one because I watched Ward-Prowse live a couple of times. He's I don't know. He's techy as anything. He's got great tech. Ward-Prowse. I don't know. The only thing I think Ward-Prowse would be more expensive because he signed a new deal, plays for England. I think you'd pay 50 million for him. So I'd rather sign Tielemans at 30. But I do like Ward-Prowse. I think he's decent. Got good tech. Works hard. Captain. I do think we lack a set-piece specialist at Arsenal as well. Maddison is down injured, people. He's probably faking injury as well to get out. He wants that Newcastle move, man. He wants that bag of gold that they're throwing around in Newcastle. Listen, I think Tielemans has got a bigger reputation. And the fact he plays for Belgium. So I think the club would go for Tielemans out of the two. But I do think Ward-Prowse's a good player. I'm surprised none of the so-called Big Six have gone for him. I'm just seeing the Jesus bit of magic now that everyone was referring to, with Maddison down, injured. Oh, man. He's just moving Brazilian. I feel like Jesus didn't even look Brazilian at Manchester City. He looks Brazilian at Arsenal. They made him look like he was from somewhere else. We've brought the silk back to him, you know what I mean? 21 minutes to go. And you make a good point there from me. Bring on a couple of subs, man. I want to see Pepe come on. I want to see Smith Rowe back and get 15, 20 minutes. Give these guys a chance now. It's extremely hot out there. We're 3-1 up. I want to see a couple changes. I'll be saying Welbeck or Rashford. Come on. Rashford's way better. But Welbeck, he caused them problems last week. If he said Jesus and Zinchenko are ballers, more of those signings is what we need. Listen, thank you, Pep Guardiola, because when I tell you, that brother has hooked us up by giving us these 70 million, 75 million for Jesus and Zinchenko is an absolute bargain. There is no value in the transfer market anymore. You can't go and get two players of that level from a club like that for 75 million. Unbelievable business. And I have to give some credit to Edu and Arteta. I really do. Bad, thank you for the super chat. Said, heard that Leicester will slash the Tielemans prices. They don't want to lose him for free. So could even get him for 20 to 25. You got to take that. You got to take that if you can get him for those kind of P's there. Because as I said, it's a market that lacks value. Uncle Pep, man. Uncle Pep. The players just finished their water break. Coming back on. I want to see a couple of subs come on, man. And like you said, man, we need to keep the subs motivated as well to play. Gold Gunner said, likewise, Big C needs subs on. Keeps out. Yeah, I saw your comment first. I won't take the credit. Need to keep players fresh and motivated. Leicester nearly scored. Don't worry about it. It's only almost. Xhaka should be making dribbling runs like Jesus did there. It's difficult for Xhaka because, as I said, man, everyone now recognises the level he's at. Vardy came off. Didn't do much today, mate. He dived. No goal bonus for his misses today, mate. You know what I mean? He's got some big debts to pay right now as well. Iheanacho comes on. I don't know, was it last season or the season before? There was a time where Iheanacho just couldn't stop scoring. Like, I'm sure he scored like 15, 16 goals for Leicester. And then hasn't really been that prolific since. Patson Dakar as well. There's a lot of hype around him when they signed him. He hasn't really done anything either. But yeah, man. Pep seriously hooked us up, man. With those two signings. Well, we got 18 minutes to go, people. Can Jesus get the hat-trick? Are they taking him off? Odegaard never shoots. Zinnia's left winger. That could work if Martinelli gets injured. Big C, this was an Arteta masterclass with the radiators around the training ground. Coleman music, diss track loading, turning these foxes into pups. I'm telling you, man. I think I'm just seeing now the attack everyone was just referring to. Saka into the box. Odegaard. Was that Jesus or Odegaard who hit that? It's a good break, though. I like the attack. Christian G. Arsenal fans chanting, Yuri Tielemans, we'll see you next week. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they've scored. Leicester have scored. How? Maddison. 3-2. Oh, my days. See what I mean? Need a number 10 who can shoot. This game should have been finished. Game should have been over. How have we let them back in it? Oh, dear. I'll see it shortly, people. Maddison, 3-2. Ramsdale, not good enough, people saying. I'm about to see it, I think. Oh, man, please don't ruin the whole weekend and draw with ease. This game should have been over. You've got to make subs. Got to make subs. It's just coming up on mine now. 4-2. Arsenal have scored. Arsenal have scored. Gabriel Martinelli. Come on. Favela settings. Made in Brazil. And Martinelli gets his second goal in 2 games, people. I'm only just seeing the Leicester goal on here. It's tough times, people. Arsenal 4. Oh, that goal was shocking from Ramsdale. Wow, that was terrible. But who cares? We'll talk about that later on. Martinelli, second goal of the season. Jesus with the assist again. 4-2. That should be game, set, and match. Come on. Great result. Shame we've conceded 2 goals. Oh, that honestly, they're lucky that we've just scored. That is horrendous from Ramsdale. He's gone for his legs. Come on, man. That is shocking. I know I'm in a different mind frame. You're all celebrating the goal. Oh my days. It should be close, but look what's happened. Don't tell me they're locking it off. No, we're good. 4-2, 15 minutes to go. Favela FC. And this should be game over. 4 goals and 6 goals in our first 2 games is a massive positive, considering we struggled to score goals a lot of the time last season. Martinelli with the goal. And 4-2, Kieran Tierney's on. Zinchenko's been fantastic today, in my opinion. Absolute baller. Absolute baller. I want to see Pepe come on, man. Got Pepe celebrating with man when they score. Warming up as a substitute like we didn't pay 72 million for him. You know, let the man kick ball, man. It's a hot day. Saka hasn't played great, to be honest. Hasn't been bad, but it's been a little bit quiet. Pepe ain't even getting 15 minutes. 13 minutes to go. Just seen the Martinelli goal back. Jesus was on the ball. It's a great finish. Left foot into the far corner. Fantastic finish, that. Cancel the Leno deal. See, my worry with Ramsdale this year is that he has no competition. And that's not me being disrespectful to Turner. If Ramsdale's fit, he's going to play. If Ramsdale's fit, he plays. When Leno was there, at least he knew, I'm under pressure. I've got a good goalkeeper here who's pressing to take the place. He knows Matt Turner ain't levels. So, is he going through the motions now? And that's the problem. Corner to Leicester. Maddison is better than Odegaard, says Jake. Listen, I need to be careful because people are getting on to me saying I'm being too harsh on Odegaard. So let me go easy. I don't think Pepe trains well. That's why Arteta won't pick him. It could be. And obviously Arteta said that 4 players weren't training well in that documentary. You know, was he one of them? Maybe. I don't know. But 2 goals and 2 assists for Gabriel Jesus. I think you know where man of the match is going today, people. That is serious. I said last week against Palace, that was one of them games as a striker where you get no output or credit for all the work you did. He did so much work and didn't get a goal to say, look what I've done. Where this week it's happened for him. 2 goals, 2 assists. Absolutely fantastic. Pep Guardiola, we salute you, fella. Gabriel Jesus for 45 million. 30 million for Zinni. Go and see what else they've got. Go and see who else they're getting rid of, man. We'll take someone else. I'll take a Gundogan. You know, I'll take... we should have got Sterling, to be honest. We should have got Sterling. But I think because we didn't get Champions League, we couldn't get him. I would have took Sterling as well. Fulham had a penalty saved, apparently, which is a shame for them. Saka looks tired. Any chance of Pepe coming on, please? It's 34 degrees. These men are shattered. And Nico can't get a little 10 minutes. I think he's done. I think he's done at Arsenal, man. They're probably looking for a move for him. Jesus missed a sitter, apparently. Don't do it, man. He needs the hattie. I'll see it in about a minute's time, people. We're working. It's been a tough one. This was like Jesus' first game. I've had to just work hard. Press. Oh, people saying it's an open goal. Gabby. Can't be missing open goals, my brother. Man City 4-0. Jesus missed an open goal. Aye. I'm waiting for it. I'll see it shortly. Good job we're 4-2 up. I'd be going mad. We're all right. 9 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. We're good. Haaland's only had 9 touches. Man City struggling to adapt to that big man, possibly. Gaping goal. Oh, Gabby. That was the hat-trick. Painful. How did he miss that? Oh, he's got to score that. Lucky he's got 2. Man said Haaland is washed up. Listen, we can't be saying that. Jesus is not allowed to score more than Haaland. It's in his contract. I said, listen, you got 2. You better start missing chances now. When are we dropping Odegaard? I just don't want to talk because people are on to me about it. So I'm leaving it. Man said, Xhaka. Don't do that, you lot. Don't do that to him, you know. Don't do that to him. I might have to steal that on Twitter. That's unbelievable. Man are calling Haaland Xhaka. You can't do that. I can't say too much because he'll probably come and score a hat-trick against Arsenal. So I better not say too much. Nah, man, Saliba's going to body him anyway. I'm not worried by him. Xhaka and Treaclemans are the absolute 2 shouts of the stream. Xhaka, you know, yo. I need to know when we're playing Man City because when the game gets close, I need to stop bantering him. But while we're not playing them for a while, I might run some banter on Haaland. Can't believe Jesus missed that. Southampton 2-2. I think they were 2-0 down against Leeds. Are we going to make changes, please? Like, does Pepe play for us anymore? What's going on? What does the guy have to do to get a game? 2-0 up Leeds were. Rodrigo with both. Aribo and Walker-Peters equalise. Great comeback. Villa won earlier today. Buendia and Ings scored. Luca Digne own goal against his old club. Wolves 0-0 against Fulham. Fulham missed a penalty. Mitrovic couldn't stop scoring last week. ESR is on. Saka is off. 7 minutes. But it is what it is. Great to see him back. ESR is back. And I think ESR, listen, if I'm his agent, I'm saying, listen, bro, you need to be getting back into this team somehow. Man call him Halanki. It's all mad. Nah, the own goal don't look like it's face Saliba. If it was close, if it was like 3-3 and he scored an own goal, I think his head lost. But when you're winning 4-2, you can run with that, man. You can run with that. Eddie Murphy coming on, right? Eddie is coming on. They're taking Gabby off. He'll be man of the match despite that sitter. 2 goals, 2 assists. Coming to America, subbed on. Did Jesus come off? Who came off, people? Who came off? Salibos. Saka. Yeah, Saka wasn't great today, you know. J9 off. Oh, no Hattie, man. No Hattie for him. Eddie's on. Pepe. This will be 2 games in a row, you know. Pepe hasn't even come off the bench. Not looking good for him. All I can say is, if you're not playing him, I hope there's a move ready for him. Because his value must be on the floor. Jesus, man of the match. 2 goals. 2 assists. And Zinni balling. Thanks, Pep. Cheers, Pep. Yeah, we'll take that. Saka's had a quiet game. Let's not hide from the fact Saka definitely hasn't been at his best today. Yeah, for me, we should have won this game a lot more comfortably today. People saying Partey just missed a great chance. Man said, give us all your backup dancers, Uncle. But I'm telling you, whoever's on the bench for City, I'm actually going to look. Who's on the bench for Man City today who might be unhappy that they're not playing? So they got John Stones. Nah, man, I'll stick with Gabriel and Saliba. I'll take you as a squad player. Grealish, 100 mil, you got to stay there. Bernardo Silva on the bench, I'll take him. Barca trying to sign him. The rest are young players, to be honest. Alvarez, who they've only just signed. Laporte and Phillips are out injured, so yeah, I'll take a Bernardo Silva, but I think he's going to go Barca if he goes elsewhere. Bernardo would be nice in that 10 role. Tonali or Tielemans? I like that Tonali, you know. Yeah, I'd maybe go Tonali, you know. I got to be honest. I'd maybe go Tonali because I don't know what it is about Tielemans that just doesn't excite me that much. I don't know. I don't know what it is about him. I can't explain it. Xhaka has been solid today again. He really has. Tonali would be a very good signing. Aubameyang or Eddie Murphy. Don't draw me out, you know. When I start saying anything about Aubameyang, people get triggered. So let's leave it. Yeah, I'd rather have Aubameyang. Carl said, Tielemans is bang average. I've never seen the hype. South London's finally said, I can see why we want another winger, Big C, when Saka isn't on it, he needs competition. I think it's very dangerous when a young player is at a big club and he knows that he's guaranteed to be in the team. I think that's a dangerous thing to do. You have to keep a young player, you know, hungry and working to get into the team. Ramsdale right now knows that if he's fit, he plays. No problem, right? Leno ain't going to trouble him now. He's left. Matt Turner's not good enough to push him out of the team. Equally, Saka knows manager don't rate Pepe one bit. Probably trying to get rid of him. Nelson's not good enough. So on that right-hand side, you're picking Saka every time he's fit. I think this is why Arsenal probably looking for another winger. What I'm questioning now is if we don't sell Pepe, why are we not bringing him on the pitch? Why are we not keeping him involved? Because his confidence is going to be absolutely finished. So as much as I like Pepe, they're going to have to get rid of him because the way they're dealing with him, you ain't going to get nothing out of him. Free kick to Leicester. We're in the 89th minute, people. Be a few minutes added on. And Eddie almost scored. Almost, Eddie. Oh, say, can't you see I'm coming to Eddie. Xhaka lately has been the Swiss Xhaka. Yeah, fair enough. He does seem to play a lot better for Switzerland. Wale's fuming, he said. Stop chatting about Pepe. He's had more than enough chances. I mean, listen, bro. My point is this. If we don't sell him, then what do you do with him? He's an asset to the football club. There is a level of talent there. So my question is, if he's not involved and he doesn't go by the end of the transfer window, then what do you do with him? That is my question, you know. Just relax. Calmer. Ash said, DJ Ash said, Curtis, where is Ainsley? Is he linked with a move? Interesting. Ainsley not on the bench today. You would think that he is probably getting close to a move away from the club. He was linked with Nottingham Forest. I think Ainsley will be on his way. Only has a year left on his contract. And he probably needs a move. Ainsley wasn't on the bench, and I haven't read anything about injury records today. So it looks as if he's just been left out. No Hector Bellerin as well, people, on the bench. Martinelli, a solid 8.5 out of 10. Pepe can play the pointless games like Europa League group stages. Hold bench, Pepe. Pepe loan would be awesome. Thing is, we paid so much for him. I think the club will be looking to get money back for him, but it may be a case of just loan, which is bad business, really, if we're being totally honest. Paying £72 million for a player and then loaning him. But, you know, maybe it's the only way out for us at the moment, unfortunately. 2.6k watching. Unbelievable numbers for a live. Make sure you download OneFootball. Link in the description below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, people. Lots of you are watching these streams and not subscribing. Click that red button. Subscribe. Be a part of the community. Daily uploads. Daily streams. We out here, people. Chelsea v Tottenham watch along tomorrow as well, people. So get involved. We're busy this weekend. Everyone can't play, you're right, but 5 substitutes, 34 degrees. You would have thought the manager would have took the opportunity to make 5 subs today. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Bad Barf said, what's he saying here? He said, Saliba own goal, 53 minutes. Xhaka scored, 55th. Maddison scored 74th. Martinelli scored 76th. Arsenal just saying, don't worry about conceding. Listen, what I rate about that is it shows a resilience. We've seen this team before concede and crumble. What they've done today is concede and say, don't panic. Go and win the game. Go and respond quickly. So I think that is very positive in that sense. I don't like the fact that we conceded them goals. And a couple of them goals, I think they were question marks over Ramsdale. But I like the bounce back ability, you know. Big up Maxwell. He said, we there. I see you, Nick. Big up, bro. Hope you're well. And, you know, 2 wins out of 2, 6 goals scored in 2 games. We're cooking right now. I think we're going to win our first 5 games. I really do. I think we've got a favourable start. Cilium Waliba. I love it when they do that and mix the names around. He said, Big C, how many chances does Pepe need for you to realise there is no talent there? I think that's harsh. I think there is some talent there, but maybe we can't get it out of him. I've got no problem. But you've got to move him on and then replace him. That's my point. If you don't move him on, you're stuck with somebody that doesn't want to be there. Let's see what you're saying. We're in time added on, people. Is it Mira's Martinelli gained more muscle? Looks a little bit stronger. Abby said, Dr. C, can you cancel tomorrow's therapy? No need for therapy, people. In fact, I will be chilling tonight watching Brentford against Manchester United. Come on, you bees. Come on, Brentford. We are all Ivan Toney FC tonight. That is for sure. Zinchenko and Saliba are beasts. Yeah, man. Definitely top quality. 4-2 is a good result. Wish we hadn't conceded, but we'll take it. Big C, did this game put you off Tielemans, or are Leicester just very poor? I think it kind of just left me where I was anyway. I'm not fully convinced by Tielemans, and I never have been. But then people are saying, you know, Leicester are desperate to sell him. They don't want him to run down his deal. They might let him go for 20 to 25. If you can get Yuri Tielemans for 20 to 25 million, whether you're a big fan of him or not, I think you take it for that. Even if you're using him as rotation, you know. Suleiman said, my boy Pepe was outscoring Mbappe. Yeah, I think he had 1 year where he scored more than him, but that was a long time ago in a different league, but I hear you. Match of the day is going to be lit. Oh, ain't it beautiful when your team wins? You can relax, watch everyone else under pressure, and enjoy match of the day. Beautiful scenes, epic scenes tonight. L. said, I see what you mean about Tielemans, Curtis. Like, is he even a genuine upgrade over Xhaka? I mean, I think he's better than Xhaka, but he may not play the role that Xhaka plays in this team better than him, if you know what I mean. That ability to drop in at left back when Zinchenko goes in midfield, I don't think Tielemans going to be doing that. So I just don't know. I'll take him, though. I can't lie. I want options. So I don't mind taking him. That is for damn sure. I think Tielemans is lazy. I question his attitude. A lot of Leicester fans saying he's down tools and that he just doesn't want to be there. So let's not completely write him off. But yeah, great result today. Another win. And I think the Arsenal fans will be absolutely buzzing. And great to see. Full-time whistle goes, people. Full-time whistle goes. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, oh, there's nothing there, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Da, da, da. Good. In fact, let me not sing it too much. They pull me up on copyright. Bad Bath has become a member. Welcome to the community. Let's go. Arsenal 4, Leicester City 2. Sidon, where are you, bro? Sidon, give us a wave. Sidon, give us a wave. Sidon, hey! I don't think we'll see him for a while. 4-2. Top of the league. 6 goals in 2 games. Gabriel Jesus, man of the match, 2 goals, 2 assists. Partey was solid. Xhaka played well. Saliba scored an own goal but handled business after that. Gabriel was fairly solid. I thought Ramsdale, question marks over both the goals for me. Zinchenko was balling. Thank you very much to Pep Guardiola, for Zinni and for Gabby. Ben White was all right at right back. And we just turned them Foxes into some baby puppies, man. They had nothing, you know. They say foxes are scavengers, actually, you know. So, yeah, they were feeding off scraps today. It wasn't enough. The cannon came out and handled business. 6 goals in 2 games is the positive for me. 6 goals in 2 games. I don't want to watch that Arsenal anymore that can't break teams down. We can break these teams down now. We weren't even at our best in the first half. Gabriel Jesus, home debut, 2 goals, 2 assists. I love to see it, people. I love the energy around Arsenal right now. Get a couple players out of the door and get a couple in. And as I keep saying, we've got a chance. We've got a chance this season of doing something. My worry is still, if Gabriel Jesus or Thomas Partey get injured, I still don't believe that the backup options are on the same level or close to the same level. Arsenal's next game, next Saturday, 5:30 kickoff, Bournemouth away. They're 4-0 down at the moment to Manchester City. They did win at home last week, though, against Aston Villa. So it will be a tricky game, newly promoted, very close to the pitch. But you'd be looking at that game thinking, we can go to Bournemouth, roll them over, 3 wins out of 3. And, you know, just get a couple more players in. And I think things are looking really good. SU said, Curtis, do you think Arteta is really building a team here? We're really looking good so far. What will convince you? A win versus Pool and City? Listen, get us in the Champions League. And if you can win a trophy on top of that, that convinces me. Even if you beat Liverpool or Man City, there's no guarantees you get top 4. He's had a lot of time and a lot of money. I can definitely see something being created, but you have to finish the line. You have to complete it. We can't be talking about next season, another transfer window. It needs to happen this season. That will convince me. He will get my support. He will get criticised when I feel it's justified. He will get the credit when he earns it. Today, he earned the credit. Another good win. The team bounced back twice after conceding, and we move people. Another good weekend. Another match of the day that we can watch. And hopefully, we can watch Man United drop points. And they kick off in about 25 minutes. So I'll be watching that one. Tomorrow, Chelsea against Tottenham watch along. 4:30 kickoff, so tune in for that. I'll be watching Nottingham Forest a little bit earlier in the day against West Ham. Oh, Sidon's here. We are still better than you, he says. Hey, you know what? Fair play. Fair play, Sidon. But I think you're wrong with that one, mate. I think you know that's not happening. Do you know what? I haven't spoken to Fran or Laurie whatsoever, so I'm not sure if we're doing anything afterwards. What I may try and do is see if they're about possibly for a review show, maybe tomorrow or something. I haven't spoken to them at all, so I'm not sure whether we'll be getting them on. Odredek said, love from Morocco, Big C. Big up to you, bro. Who was your man of the match? Got to be Gabriel Jesus. When strikers score goals and win you games, they get man of the match. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4-2 win. Man of the match. I was very impressed with Zinchenko from what I saw. Xhaka looked solid as well. The Gabbies are on fire. I'm telling you, all 3 of them handling business right now. Martinelli, 2 goals in 2 games. Jesus, 2 in 2. And Gabriel solid at the back again. Rafat said he doesn't want Tielemans. Dominic said, shame we didn't see Laurie and Fran. Yeah, I mean, if Fran's in the comments, I know he was earlier. And Laurie, I'm not sure what he's doing, whether he was on the AFTV watch-along. But a very good performance in the end. Curtis keeping a dossier on Arteta. Charles said, love from Ghana, Big C. We are not signing anyone else in this window, said RSPB. I think we'll get another one. Sidon's fighting. You're fighting the fight. He said, Maddison will always be clear of Odegaard. That's about all you got out of today's game, innit? The Maddison argument. Let me just put the tweet out. Another big 3 points. Showed resilience after conceding. 6 goals scored in 2 games. Thought Ramsdale should have saved the second one. But we move to Bournemouth next week. Great start to the season, people. Bournemouth next week. we can enjoy match of the day tonight. There you go. Quality, people. Absolute quality. Bournemouth next week. We got to be beating Bournemouth. I'm sorry. I don't care if they're newly promoted. I don't care how difficult they are to beat at home. They got to be getting beaten as well. 3 wins out of 3. Chelsea, Tottenham will be an interesting one tomorrow. Let's get some of your comments in. Mr. Gunner, could we attract big players after 2 big wins? It depends if they're available. You know, Gabriel Jesus is a big player. He rejected Chelsea to come to Arsenal. So not every player is desperate to be in the Champions League now if they believe you're going to get into the Champions League in a quick, turnaround. SJE said, fair play to Sidon. He never hides, always takes his medicine. Yeah, big up to him, man. It's always the best thing to do. I always tell people, if you lose, just turn up, man. Don't hide. It's more of an issue if you hide. Somebody asking me about Odegaard. Listen, I'm not gonna say too much. I thought he had a quiet game. He had some decent moments, but I don't think he was on the ball enough. But let me not speak about him too much. I don't want people to think I'm on his case too much. Shaquille said, trust me, I've always said it. If we qualify for the Champions League, we can't be starting Ramsdale. He concedes too many soft goals. Listen, I always say one thing, right? The level has to continuously move up. And if he's not where he needs to be when we get in the Champions League, then you buy another goalkeeper. This is football. That's how teams stay at the top, right? Raheem Sterling, look at his goal record at Manchester City. They replaced him. Look at what Aguero did for Man City. They said, you're getting old, you're out the door. Times change. That's how big clubs stay at the top. Big up Mauro said, love from Angola. Big up to you. Kyle said, Fofana has to come to Chelsea. He got cooked in the first half. But listen, I think a lot of these players at Leicester are suffering because that team, they don't want to be there. They haven't seen new players come in. I think they've lost enthusiasm. Big up to the family podcast who said 6-year wedding anniversary and a good Arsenal win. Brilliant day for him. Hey, listen, have a great day, man. Enjoy your anniversary and great to see Arsenal go 3-point collecting. Samuel said Mickey Mouse goalkeeping from Leicester. Thomas Partey was not his usual best. Broad said we are sick, fam, but conceding 2 goals ain't it. Yeah, and they were, I would say, both avoidable. I think there's even question marks over Ramsdale on the first goal. You're running out of your area, but the second one definitely is poor goalkeeping. Renzo said, I honestly disagree on Odegaard v Maddison debate. Martin had a good game when Maddison had a solid game on the second half, apart from the goal. It's a tough one. It is what it is. It's difficult to judge. I suppose we'll see at the end of the season. Fabrizio. Apparently Fabrizio just tweeted something. What's he tweeted? Is it an old tweet? Or apparently he's tweeted something about Gabriel Jesus. Edu work. All right, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Big up to BR as well. Let me share the screen. And let's give Edu his credit. Edu worked for 5 months on that Gabriel Jesus deal, meeting with his agents and pushing to make him the star of the new Arsenal project. It was not an easy one as many top clubs were involved until the end. Arteta wanted Gabriel Jesus as an absolute priority, not a bad start. You know what, let's retweet it. Let's give Edu and Arteta some props because listen, there were rumours Real Madrid, PSG, Chelsea and Tottenham all wanted him. Now, don't get me wrong. He knew if he came to Arsenal, he was getting first-team football. Whereas at those clubs, he might not have got that. He might, he would have been a backup dancer to Benzema, to Kane, to Mbappe. And who was the other club I said? Chelsea did need a striker now. Andy, saw your comments, seen a lot of people said he lost his dad. Listen, community's with you. And listen, hope that the stream can cheer you up in some way or take your mind off it. I'm sure all the community's thinking of you. And listen, thank you very much for tuning in today. And I'm sure your mind is elsewhere. And hopefully it's been a welcome distraction at least. So big up to you, Andy. And we're all supporting you through this difficult time, man. Thoughts go out. And big up Buenos Aires, Guna. I don't know if he's in the chat today, but he's, I don't want to mention what it is, but he's having a difficult time, and he's been a big part of the community in the comments, and, I want to big him up as well, people. So, listen, get your few comments in. 3,000 of you in the chat. Let's have a little roundup, and then I'm out of here, people. And big up everyone who's bigging up Andy as well. We got a community vibe over here. When did the project start? And Philip as well, who said he lost his mum, unfortunately, as well. So thoughts go with you as well, Philip. All togetherness in this community, people. Adam said, Xhaka being quiet today, a bit lazy for me. No one's saying it. I need to watch the game back a little bit more. Was he lazy or did they manage him well? But there are a couple of question marks for me in this Arsenal team. And is Ramsdale dropping his level because he's under no pressure? Genuinely, that is it. We have to have these discussions. I don't think people always have... Anytime you question an Arsenal player, parts of the fan base say, you're harsh, it's an agenda. No, it's not. We're saying it in the right way. I'm not slagging anybody off. I'm just making observations. Can we get more out of Martin Odegaard? Is Ramsdale playing with a bit too much arrogance because he has no real competition for that shirt? And do we need another winger to play right wing and put competition on Xhaka? Not necessarily play ahead of him, but push him and say, bro, if you don't play well for 3 games, you're getting dropped. If Xhaka has 3 bad games now, he's not getting dropped because Nelson ain't good enough. Pepe is not in the manager's plans. He's not going to drop him. Now, that, for me, is not good for a young player. A young player should always be like, I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going. I'm at a big club. I've got a good player trying to get my spot. So, it's interesting. They're just observations, people. Rizza Sharp, thank you for the super chat, bro. Neto said, we're an Arsenal family through thick and thin. 100%. We go through it together, people. Nobody understands what Arsenal fans go through as much as an Arsenal fan. We're a dysfunctional family, that is for sure. But, we got each other's back when push comes to shove. Big C, it's a winning mentality. We need it. And that's all I'm saying. Top clubs, they stay at the top because while they're there, they continue to push. How do we get even better? How do we get even higher? Look at Manchester City. They won the league last season and signed Haaland. That's what the big boys do. They could have sat there and said, we won the league last year. Liverpool haven't signed many players. We don't really need to do much. Pep said, people are clowning me because I can't win the Champions League with City. Go and get me the best striker that's probably available on the market. Phillips is a good signing. They'll probably sign 1 or 2 others. Continue to push. Continue to push. How crazy is it, people, that a year ago or 2 years ago, we let Martinez go for Leno. A year later, we let Leno go for Ramsdale. Then a year later, Leno leaves the football club. So it's not impossible that in a year's time, Aaron Ramsdale, we buy an upgrade. And that's not me saying he's not good enough. That's not me with no agenda against him. I'm saying the level has to continue to push. If he has a good season, then we're cool. But if he makes little silly mistakes, then we know that the Champions League is another level higher. You don't get away with things like that against, your Benzemas, your Mbappes, your Messis, your players like that. So the level has to continue to rise. But listen, today was good. Like I would say, I think we showed a very good bounce back ability in the sense that we conceded twice, kind of against the run of play, and we could have felt sorry for ourselves and allowed Leicester to come back into the game. But we stood up, realised that we needed to get a goal quickly, and we got the goals back. And I think Arsenal scoring 6 goals in their first 2 games is a massive, massive positive. Last season, we went through a lot of games like this where we looked like we could play for 3 days and we wouldn't score. We look like now, when we go forward, that we're going to score. And I like that. I think it's impressive. But as I said, continue to push. For me, I would like to see Arsenal make another 2 signings before this window closes. And And I think that gives us a fantastic chance of achieving something. What position do we go for? I think we need another attacking player. I'd love us to sign somebody that can play up front but also can play out wide, because I just don't think that if Jesus is out for a long period of time that Nketiah's at that level yet. I think we need another one between Nketiah and Jesus. And if Partey gets injured, then that one as well. So it'll be interesting. Let's get into a few comments before we round up, people. It's been a fantastic stream. Hard-working one with the 3 o'clock kickoffs and the streams. But I believe our next 6 or 7 games are on TV, so there'll be no problem. PG said, loving the attack. Want to see Zinni in midfield. Is it time to put Tierney at left-back and move Zinchenko into midfield? Because he looks very, very good on the ball. But at the same time, he's having fantastic games at left back, so do you need to change it? That'll be interesting. Joint top with Manchester City, people. Let me show you the table. It's only right, isn't it? It's only right that we have a quick look at the table. Joint top with City, 2 wins. Scored as many goals, 6 goals, 2 conceded. Newcastle drew. And Leeds and Brighton. Obviously, a lot of the other teams have still got to play, but Chelsea and Tottenham play each other tomorrow. So one of them at least is going to drop points. And we will we'll be above at least one of them. A Man United kick-off shortly. Cruz wants to come on, give a little rundown. Come and give me a rundown of the game. And you're wearing an Arsenal shirt today. It was a Barca kit last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have put the new one on, shouldn't we? Yeah. What you saying? Jesus, 2 goals, little chip into the far corner.
Sick, man.
Do you know what? Who's your current favourite player at Arsenal?
It was Martinelli.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Strikers Union, innit?
Yeah.
What more do you think we need before the transfer window closes? What would you like to see?
I like to see a winger.
A winger.
Maybe another midfielder.
Another midfielder.
Yeah.
Well, Xhaka upgrade.
Yeah.
Tielemans wasn't great today though.
Nah.
Do you rate Tielemans?
I think he's a good. He's talented.
Yeah.
But like he's just too slow. I wouldn't take him at Arsenal.
Wouldn't you?
No.
We'll get someone quicker.
Yeah.
Playing next to Partey.
A younger midfielder like Tonali.
Tonali, he's good.
Or like just someone else that's like Claude Maurice.
You like Claude Maurice? You're going off FIFA, man. You probably don't even. We do with a Bellingham would be good if only we could get him.
Yeah, and coming to here.
2 wins out of 2. Bournemouth away next week. You fancy us to win that?
Yeah.
Go there and beat them. 3 out of 3. Things looking up this season, man. Going well, innit?
Mhm.
Yeah. Big up Cruz. Good info, and get you on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All the best. There you go. And Latte's coming with a big super chat for you as well. Big up to Latte, the legend. He said, big up Cruz. This is for you. I appreciate it, bro. Hope you're well. Hope work's going well. Do you know what? I forgot to show everyone. I don't know if this is going to show up on the green screen. But I got Cruz the new, you probably can't, the green screen's wilding out. This is the new Jamaica Arsenal training kit. Forgive me, because the green screen won't show you the green properly. It's green, black, and yellow. The adults one wasn't there yet, but the kids one is out. And I'm telling you, people, this is another training kit that you're definitely going to see me in. You know, as a man of Jamaican roots, this cannot be avoided. So when that comes out, I'm telling you, make sure you've got a little bit of money available, because you're going to want that one. That yard kit is that's going to be nice, especially if you're going like Carnival or something. It's a banger. But big up, man. Big up to everyone. Bigging up Cruz in the comments. And yeah, he's getting more confident. Yeah, man said Claude Maurice, man. He's been signing players on FIFA. He's never even seen him play. I'll take a Bellingham though, if only. But yeah, man. Let's see. Curtis said, hey, listen, man. I can't lie, man. The merch this year, you know, when I went on tour, there was such a feel-good factor. I was like, I'm buying merch. I bought the training kit, got the black kit, got the red kit. The pink I've left alone. The Jamaica kit, that's getting copped as soon as the adult one's available. I know I said it Cronke out, but they've got the season ticket money. They've took the biggest chunk of money off me anyway. What's a couple more kits? Ain't gonna make no difference. Next day delivery as well, people. I don't even wait 3 days. I want it within 24 hours. So it is what it is, people. But yeah, listen, good win for Arsenal today. And 4-2, 6 goals in 2 games. Gabriel Jesus, man of the match. And things are looking up, people. Things are looking up. Man said this fight, nah. Listen, I bought the merch on the way to the airport, so it is what it is. Listen, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you download OneFootball, link in the description below. Let me throw that out one more time before they get on my back. QR code is there. Link is in the description. Thank you very much to them for supporting the channel. Get that downloaded completely free. Members link is down there as well if you want to become a member. Like the video if you haven't already. We're looking for 2,000 likes. And subscribe to the channel. Road to 100k starts now. We will do a review show probably tomorrow. Press conference reaction, player ratings. Chelsea v Tottenham watch along tomorrow. And that's that, people. We're top of the league. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully Brentford smash Manchester United. And I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.